Mustang Seeds, your proven leader with proven performance for over 53 years. Providing top-notch service that area producers have come to expect, Mustang Seeds provides the service and products to maximize yields and quality harvest. Mustang Seeds is the best choice for having your farming operation succeed. Contact your seed expert today at Mustang Seeds, 605-256-6529, or online at mustangseeds.com.
You can count on our seeds year after year, planting your future. Mustang Seeds.
Great Western Bank is your local hometown bank and the nation's 8th largest ag lender. We offer sophisticated services from investments to cash management and the financial power for specialized lending without limits. Our focus on relationships means we get to know our customers and businesses. Great Western Bank provides our customers with the right financial tools and products for success, so you can be greater with Great Western Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And welcome back to the Helena broadcast booth from Trojan Field in Madison. It is the Helena broadcast booth, which is brought to you by Helena of Madison. People, products, and knowledge. We are just moments away from the kickoff. Dickinson State won the toss. They have elected to defer to the second half. So your Trojans are going to get the football first as you get yourself ready here for Senior Day from Madison at Trojan Field. Pre-game ceremony is a lovely ceremony as well. 17 seniors on this Trojan football team. Dakota State's going to go with the all blues today. Blue pants, blue jerseys, blue helmets with white numbers and yellow trim around the numbers. And it will be the Dickinson State Blue Hawks going with all white jerseys with looks like navy blue numbers, silver trim with their silver helmets, and navy blue pants. It'll be Cody Johnson to do the kicking for the Blue Hawks. Back deep to receive the kick. It'll be a high end-over-end kick to Brendan Wallner inside his own 5-yard line. We are underway up to the 15 to the 20. He is taken down end over end just shy of the 20-yard line. Brendan Wallner takes a pop on the first play of the game. 14:55 to go on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. Wallner did not stick the landing, but it looks like he may get himself into the medal round with a finish like that. It'll be first down and 10 for your Trojans on the 20-yard line, so just about as good enough for a touchback as the offense led by senior quarterback in Jacob Giles will bring out the offense. First down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Driving right to left on your radio dial, on your computer screens as well at amazingmadison.com. Giles will start off in the pistol set. He'll take a high snap. He'll go back to pass on first play. He's looking over the middle for Opto. He's left wide open. He's at midfield. Cuts it back to the 45, to the 40. He's at the 35, down to the 30, down to the 20, inside the Case IH red zone on the first play of the game. Touchdown, Dakota State University. And it was a touchdown pass for your Trojans, but there's a flag on the field. This one may be coming back. It was an 80-yard touchdown throw from Giles to Opdahl, but it looks like this one is going to be coming back. A sideline infraction against the Trojans. The touchdown will count. It is a 6-0 lead for your Dakota State University Trojans on the first play of the game from scrimmage. 6-0 our score on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. Just the way Coach Jared Hoddle drew it up, as it will be an extra point opportunity coming up for Bryn Ratcliffe, who's missed one all season, also bringing in special teams honors of the week from the North Star Athletic Association. Opdahl with a great second effort. He was left wide open in the middle of the field and got himself into the end zone for the second time, for the first time today, I should say. It is a high snap brought down by the holder. Kick is up. It is good. 7-0 our score on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. We'll be back in 30 seconds on your home for Dakota State University football, Jammin' Country 103.
Bring your friends, bring your family to Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison. Stadium Sports Grill is 18 flat screen TV, so you'd never miss any of your favorite team's game action. Pool tables and full menu of great food and your favorite cold beverage on tap. Stadium Sports Grill also has 50-cent wing Wednesdays from 5 to 10 p.m. A breakfast buffet on Saturday only. And starting September 7th, Stadium Sports Grill will have a tailgate bar every Sunday. Stadium Sports Grill, your home for great food, cold drinks, and your favorite sports team.
And welcome back to the Helena broadcast booth from Trojan Field in Madison. The first play of the game goes 80 yards for a touchdown. Jacob Giles throwing another touchdown pass to Austin Opdahl, a pair of receivers for the 9th time this season. Also the 28th passing touchdown for Giles this year, who's an all-time leader here at Dakota State. Ratcliffe will do a low end-over-end kick that's going to kick sideways and go well out of bounds. Not the greatest start for Ratcliffe in the kicking game, and the flag will go out of bounds. Ball went out of bounds just shy of the 20-yard line, and it looks like Dickinson State University will get the ball set up in prime position. And the offense for Dakota State University didn't even have that much time to get settled in. It will be a kick going out of bounds. The ball will be placed right at the 35-yard line of Dickinson State, who comes into this game averaging about 36 points per game. Second-ranked offense in the North Star Athletic Association, only behind your Dakota State University Trojans, averaging 444 yards per game this season. Out bringing the offense, sophomore quarterback Hayden Gibson, who also has 2,000 passing yards this season and 19 passing touchdowns. He'll start out with 2 receivers to the left side. He's going to go back to pass in the first play of the game. Looking over the middle for a receiver. Pass is complete to number 13, Chase Anderson. It'll be another first down. It'll be a GSN Insurance first down for Dakota State University, for Dickinson State University, I should say, at the 48-yard line of the Trojans. And the offense for Dickinson State off to a great start, led by Hayden Gibson, also a running back in the game. That is Karsten Mack Jr. 2 receivers on the right side. Faking the handoff to Mack. Looking over the left side for Anderson once again. Along the sideline, he toe taps just shy of the 35, or the 35 of Dakota State, up to about the 36. Another first down for the Blue Hawks, I should say, as Michael Cleveland was a little too far back on coverage with 14:02 and counting downward here in this first quarter. A hot start to this contest. Offense may be rolling on both sides. Couple of nice plays to start off for both teams. 4 receivers are out for Hayden Gibson. He's got 3 on his right side, 1 to his left. Karsten Mack Jr. in the backfield in the pistol set. Faking the handoff, looking over the middle towards the right side. He'll be taken down. Ball is loose. Still loose out on the ground. He is sacked by Ryan Dozier. There's a scramble for the football. Dickinson may have recovered, and it looks like a sack for Ryan Dozier. Have to see who comes out with the football, and it certainly looks like Dickinson was the one who came out with it. A little bit of indecision from the sophomore quarterback, Hayden Gibson. He was looking to pass. Pressure was coming from him off the right side. The linebacker, Ryan Dozier, and also the leading tackler for your Trojans this season, backs him up. Second down, and ball's at the 47 of the Blue Hawks. Looks like second down and maybe about 25 yards to go. They need to get to the 34, the 26 actually, of Dakota State. Gibson looking over towards the sideline, looking for the play call. He's got a fresh clock to work with. Game clock is not even rolling right now, as the play clock, I should say, now begins to roll. 2 receivers on the right side, 1 coming towards the left. Gibson back to pass. Looking over the middle for a big play downfield for Avanek. He'll get to about the 26. A big hit over the middle. And Seth Evanek, I should say, for the reception. And will be very close in a GSN Insurance first down for the Blue Hawks. Of course, GSN Insurance of Madison. No account too big or too small. We like them all. Seth Evanek with 491 receiving yards this season. Gets all those yards back after the loss and then some, just outside the K-side, as it'll be first down and 10 from the 25 of Dakota State. 2 receivers on the right side, 1 to the left for Hayden Gibson. Man coming in motion is his tight end in number 12. He'll hand it off to Karsten Mack Jr. off the left side, gets a couple of blocks downfield, just shy of the 16-yard line, up to about the 17. Inside the Case IH red zone are the Blue Hawks for the first time today. Stop into your local Case IH dealer today. That is Lake County International, West Highway 34 in Madison. Second down and about 3 yards ago. Ball's at the 14-yard line of Dakota State, or actually make that about the 19-yard line, depending on the spot of the football. And it looks like 3 receivers towards the right side for Gibson. He'll change the play starting out in a pistol set. He'll go from the shotgun now. He's got Carson Mack Jr. just to his left side, standing in the shotgun. He'll go back to pass, looking towards his left for a receiver, looking for Mack. He'll find him in stride down to the goal line. Touchdown for Dickinson State. On a swing route to the outside on the screen, it will be a 19-yard touchdown pass for Gibson to Carson Mack. 7-6 is currently our score on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. We're just a little 3.5 minutes into this contest, and the Blue Hawks are going to go for 2. Not trusting the kicking ability of their kicker, that being Cody Johnson on extra points. Gibson's going to stand in the gun, looking towards his right side, as he'll have 3 receivers towards his right, and Mack in the backfield as he stands from the gun, looking towards the sideline once again. About 14 seconds on the play clock. He'll change the play once again, now standing in a pistol formation. Ivonic going in motion. Evanek, I should say, standing in the pistol set. It'll be a handoff to Mack, running off the left side, gets a couple of blocks down the goal line, stumbling his way forward. Did he get in? Yes, he did. And 8-7 is our score on the Sunshine Food scoreboard. 11:03 to play, and the 2-point conversion. Actually, now that was a touchdown. Actually, they held him shy of the end zone. As I was very confused on that play, it will be a handoff to Carson Mack for the touchdown. Now it will be an extra point coming up. I was really confused on the play. Should have looked at the scoreboard. You never want to assume anything, as it's only 7-6 currently our score. Now Cody Johnson will come out onto the field to kick the extra point. The kick is up. It is through the uprights. Now it is good. 7-7 is our score on the Sunshine Food scoreboard. Tied at 7. 11:03 to play. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Jammin' Country 103.
It's a great destination anytime. The Hillside Steakhouse and Blue Cabana Bar on the southeast side of Lake Madison. There's a full menu that includes steaks, seafoods, gourmet burgers, roasted chicken, plus prime rib every Friday and Saturday night. The Hillside is also your home for parties, events, and live music. Make sure to check their Facebook page for the latest attractions. There's always something special happening at the Hillside Steakhouse and Blue Cabana Bar.
It's worth the drive to the Hillside.
A 7-yard touchdown run for Karsten Mack Jr. and Dickinson State ties this game up at 7-7 on the Sunshine Food scoreboard. You're back here with Paul Vold once again. Cody Johnson will do another high end-over-end kick towards the far side of the field to Brendan Wallner of the Trojans. He's up to the 20, sidestepped once again to the 20, and taken down by a Blue Hawk in the area of number 59, that being Chris Gartner, the linebacker and freshman for the Blue Hawks. First down and 10 for your Trojans once again at their own 20-yard line. Offense for Dakota State getting off to a great start. First play of the game, an 80-yard touchdown pass for the Trojans. Jacob Giles to Austin Opdahl for the 9th time this season, and also the 28th passing touchdown of the year for quarterback Jacob Giles. He'll come out in a pistol set once again. He'll hand it off to Brody Frederickson this time, off the right side, fighting his way up to the line of scrimmage, just shy of the 23, and going out of bounds. Brody pushed out of bounds by a Blue Hawk, and making about a 2-yard carry on first down for the Dakota State University Trojans. That rushing touchdown for Karsten Mack, his 11th of the season. Really confused on the play, thought he might have gotten into the end zone on the swing route that he connected with Hayden Gibson, but they called him out of bounds just shy for a 7-yard touchdown run, and making it a 7-7 score on the Sunshine Food scoreboard. 2 receivers on the right side for Giles in that pistol set. Brody in the backfield. He'll take the handoff, running right up the middle through the mass of humanity, falling forward to about the 26-yard line for about a 3, maybe 4-yard carry, sitting about 3rd down and 5, maybe 3rd down and 4 yards to go. Ball needs to get to about the 31-yard line. The Trojans stand at their own 27, so quick math off the top of the head makes it 3rd down and 4 today. Now under 10 minutes to play here in this opening quarter. Both teams scoring on their first possessions. The Trojans scoring on their first play at scrimmage. Giles will go back to pass, looking towards his left side, looking for a receiver in Waldner. He'll make the catch right at the 40-yard line, takes a hit. It will be complete. Tackled by Matthew Van de Bosch of the Dickinson State Blue Hawks, and will make it another GSN Insurance first down, courtesy of GSN Insurance of Madison. No count too big or too small. We like them all. 9.5 minutes to go here in this first quarter, and also the first third down conversion of the day for your Trojans will set up first down and 10 right at their 40-yard line. Giles, two receivers towards his left. He's going to hand it off to Brody, running off the right side up to about the 42 if he gets forward momentum, and they're going to mark him just shy of the 41, about a 1-yard carry on first down for Brody Frederickson, who enters this game as the conference leader in rushing yards, 836 rushing yards with 5 rushing touchdowns this year. Brody also out of the backfield, 129 receiving yards, and also a touchdown as well. They're going to bring in a double tight end package for Giles and also Frederickson in the backfield. 2 receivers towards his right. Handing it off to Brody. He'll cut his way up to about the 44, fighting his way to the 45, and a whole bunch of Blue Hawks in the area stalwarting, that being Brody Frederickson's momentum right to the 45. And the Trojans face another third down, making it third down and 5 from their own 45. Need to get to midfield for a first down. Looks like Eric Gower will stay into the game along with Alex Babcock, that double tight end set. Now Babcock's going to line up in the right slot with 2 receivers on the right side for Giles. Trevor Listman working one-on-one on the left side. Brody in the backfield once again. Giles going to go back to pass, looking towards his right for a receiver. Brings it down, does Austin Opdahl to the 42-yard line of Dickinson State. And a first down, another GSN Insurance first down for your Trojans. And it was at the 45-yard line. They're up to about the 42 of the Blue Hawks. Offense for the Trojans, another third down conversion, making it 2 for 2 on this drive. Now going to check in Hagen Hines, bringing a little more thump in the backfield for Giles as he'll fake the handoff towards his left side. Screen out to Waldner, up to about the 42 before being rustled out of bounds by Matt Vandebosch, as there are a couple of Vandebosches in the lineup for Dickinson State's defensive backs, and also Kayan Aboshi. And if you also take into account Dakota State University with Vandenbosch, Marcus Vandenbosch on the defensive side, could be a long day for Bosches, Boschis, and Vandebosches. It will be about 7:17 to go. Back to the original line of scrimmage as Waldner did not get anything on the carry. It'll be a handoff to Hagen Hines off the right side and falling his way forward to another GSN Insurance first down. He was just a hot knife through butter on that play and got himself all the way up to about the, looks like right at the 31-yard line. Good enough for another GSN Insurance first down. And Hagen Hines again provides a little more thump in the backfield while you have Brody Frederickson, who's not afraid of contact. Also got a little more scat backing him in as well. Faking another handoff to Hagen. Rolling towards his left side is Giles, looking for a big play downfield, just beyond the reach of Brendan Waldner inside the Case IH red zone. And watch out, Brendan almost took out Lori Waldner in the process, as Mom trying to get up there for some photographs on the senior receiver on senior day as well. But Lori's all red at the same time. 6:39 to go here in this opening quarter. Our score is 7-7, and it'll be second down and 10 yards ago from the Dickinson State 31-yard line. Drive all the way started back at the 20 of Dakota State. Standing in the gun is Giles. 2 receivers left side. Taking the handoff will be Hagen Hines. Ball put down on the ground, still loose. And it looks like Dakota State may have fallen on top of it, but there's a scramble on top for the football. Clock will continue to wind, and it looks like Hagen Hines was the one to recover his own fumble. May have been a bit of a mishandle between the quarterback and the running back as well. That's going to be another big thing today, limiting the turnovers on both sides, because both offenses would love to take a turnover and turn it the other way for points. Instead of being a third down and 10, it's third down and 15 after the fumble by Hines. Giles will stand in the gun. He'll go back to pass, rolling towards his left, stepping up on pressure. He'll roll towards his right up to the 30, fighting his way forward down to the 25, falling towards about the 22, maybe the 23. It's going to be fourth down, but a second effort by Giles will make it now about fourth down, about 2 yards ago. Not seeing any movement along the sideline for the Dakota State University Trojans. Looks like Coach Anderson, ball's at the 24-yard line. It will be 4th down and about 2 yards to go. Ball's at the 24. Need to get to about the 21 for a GSN Insurance first down. Dakota State this season, 42% on 4th down. Giles is going to go back to pass. Going to go for a swing route over the head of Hines. It will go out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover on downs. A little too high on the pass for Hines, and the Dickinson State Blue Hawks stand tall. Force the turnover on downs. It'll be 1st down and 10 for Dickinson State and that offense with 5:19 to play in this opening quarter. Now the offense for the Trojans was moving well, then that one fumble just kind of slipped out of the hands of Hagen Hines, and also that exchange between him and Giles set them back and not allowed them to get any momentum after that as well. Now the offense for the Blue Hawks comes out on the field after their first drive, successful 7-yard touchdown run from Carson Mack Jr. to get himself another rushing touchdown this year. There'll be 3 receivers on the left side for Gibson. He'll hand it off to Mack, bouncing off the left side, slipping off a couple of tackles up to about the 35, and right at the yardsticks for a GSN Insurance first down for Dickinson State University. A couple more receivers checking in as well, bringing out number 87. That is Jordan Walker, their tight end. He'll come out of the game, bringing in number 12. That's Seth Moorkirky, as Moorkirky listed as the punter and also backup or maybe even third-string quarterback for the Blue Hawks. A couple men in the backfield as well. Taking the handoff, faking the handoff is Gibson, rolling towards his right, looking for a receiver downfield. Coming back for the ball. It will be incomplete, as it looks like number 11, that is Randy Ivey, who's kind of come back for the route. He had to jump about 10 yards, leaning out of bounds at the same time. Incomplete from Hayden Gibson. Gibson today also now his first incompletion, now 4 of 5 on this afternoon, as the score remains tied at 7-7. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 34-yard line. Gibson, he's got 2 receivers towards his left and 1 to his right. Pressure coming up from the defensive backs to play a little more physical at the line of scrimmage with their receivers. Gibson will change the play, switching from a pistol to a shotgun set. Looks like a man coming in motion will be Evanek, and a timeout taken by Coach Stanton, and Dickinson State will take it with him as well. 2nd down and 10 with 4:38 to go in this first quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Jammin' Country 103.
Enjoy fall and sports season with Second Street Diner. Take a break traveling to and from sporting events and warm up from the fall air with a warm bowl of chili or homemade soups from Second Street Diner. Also offering brunch every Sunday and breakfast served all day, every day. Or how about a burger for breakfast or breakfast for lunch? Second Street Diner, make it what you want, when you want it. Good luck to DSU, Madison, and all the area schools in the 2017 football season from Second Street Diner.
Second Street Diner.
And welcome back to the Helena broadcast booth from Trojan Field in Madison. Of course, Helena of Madison meeting the changing needs of area producers. Coach Stanton using a timeout here with 4:38 to go in this first quarter. It is a 7-7 score on the Sunshine Food scoreboard. And the offense for the Blue Hawks of Dickinson State getting the ball after a turnover on downs by the Trojans. It'll be Gibson going back to pass, stepping up on pressure, looking over the middle. He's just going to tuck it and run. He will slide forward just shy about the 38-yard line, and we'll get down to about that 38-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and maybe about 6 yards to go for the Blue Hawks. Blue Hawks today, officially their first 3rd down attempt on the afternoon. A couple of men changing in and out of the lineup, bringing in more receivers as Carson Mack Jr. checks out of the contest, and will bring in 4 receivers, make that 5 wide. They're going to spread them out here. 4 receivers on the right side, 1 to left for Hayden Gibson. 3rd down and 6. Gibson back to pass, stepping up, just gets rid of the football. Evanek with the catch right to about the 46, 47-yard line before being tackled by Bailey Edwards. It'll be a GSN Insurance first down for the Dickinson State Blue Hawks. 3:45 and counting downward here in this first quarter. 7-7 our score on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. 2 receivers will come out onto the line of scrimmage. And it looks like one to each side as they're going to bunch them up here towards the original line of scrimmage. Double tight end package as well, bringing in a heavy run formation as it will be Gibson standing in the pistol set and Mack in the backfield. He'll take the handoff off the left side up to about the 38, trying to stutter step his way to the sideline, pushed out of bounds up to about the 48-yard line, so about a 1-yard carry for Karsten Mack Jr., a running back for the Blue Hawks out of Dallas, Texas, a sophomore as well. Had himself a nice game last year up at Dickinson State, I should say, as he also was a big factor in that victory for the Blue Hawks over the Trojans last year, as turnovers did begin to mount in that contest for the Trojans last year. Under 3 minutes to play in this first quarter. Karsten Mack Jr. still in the game. 2 receivers on the left. Now make it 3 to the left. Faking the handoff. Gibson looking downfield along the sideline, just beyond the reach of one of his receivers, number 82. That being Dylan Scabo, and just beyond the reach. It was a little too far ahead as Scabo was left wide open in coverage, but again, Hayden Gibson just a little bit excited on that pass, was going incomplete. Now 2:38 to go, 3rd down and about 9 yards to go. Dickinson State looks over towards the sideline for the next play call as the offense for the Blue Hawks coming out with 2 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right at the 48 of their own 38. Now one man coming over to the right side. Rolling towards his right is Gibson, looking for a big play downfield, right into the hands of his receiver, number 11, falling forward. That being number 11, that is Randy Ivey. Pass is complete for another GSN Insurance first down, and also their second conversion. Make that their second conversion on 3 attempts on 3rd down for the Dickinson State offense. They're going to move the chains once again. All ball is up to about the 34-yard line of Dakota State. Now remember, this drive being set up after a turnover on downs by the Dakota State offense. As it's standing in a pistol set, handoff to Mack, taken down in the backfield. It is Kurt Bakey getting that coach's corner bump once again. Kurt Bakey busting through the line of scrimmage for a tackle for loss, about a 3-4 yard loss on 1st down. Kurt Bakey with a tackle for loss will set the ball back to about the 38-yard line of Dakota State. A 4-yard loss on that 1st down handoff to Karsten Mack Jr. It's again a little bit of a miscommunication between the quarterback and also the running back, but they're able to hold on to the football this time. Gibson standing in the pistol. He'll hand it off to Mack once again. Gets that penalty yardage back, and all bouncing off a tackle from Danny Jordan, falling his way forward. Ball may have come down on the ground, or it looks like no, he just got all the way up to about the 27, maybe the 28-yard line. And a big carry for Karsten Mack Jr. Gets about 8 yards on that carry, setting up 3rd down to about 3rd down and maybe about 6 yards go. And making about 3rd down and 5 now from the 29 of Dakota State. Under a minute to play here in this opening quarter. 7-7 is our score, and it looks like they're asking for the play clock to be reset, which they will do. Gibson standing in the gun, doing a hard count. Nobody jumps. It will be looking over the sideline. Will the sophomore quarterback Gibson with 2 receivers on his right side, 1 to his left. Tight end in the game at the same time. Switching back to the pistol set. Karsten Mack Jr. in the backfield. It'll be a high snap brought down by Gibson. Swinger out the outside, incomplete, and off the hands of the tight end Jordan Walker, as it was Daedric Kibbe coming up on the pressure on the left side. Daedric Kibbe for your Trojans, a senior as well out of Crosby, Texas, went to Crosby High School, and also around the area of Houston, Texas as well. Had a lovely pregame message for all those people back in Houston to stay strong. Hashtag Houston strong as well. 35 seconds to go to be 4th down and 5. Offense for the Blue Hawks is on the field. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. It'll be a handoff, faking the handoff, coming through the line of scrimmage. It will be incomplete. Marcus Vanden Bosch was coming through for a big time hit. It goes over the head of Evanek, and it will be a turnover on downs. Tick for tat, and it will be a turnover on downs by Dickinson State. The defense stands tall for your Trojans. 1st down and 10 from about their own 29-yard line And the Trojan offense, with 35 seconds remaining here in this first quarter, will get the ball back after Dickinson State decided to roll the dice. Now both teams today 0 for 1 on fourth down. So the offense for the Trojans, after that turnover on downs on their last series, comes out first down and 10 from their own 29. Fresh receiving core. 2 to the right for Giles and 1 to the left. It'll be an awkward snap. Snapped right to Brody Frederickson, up to the 30. He's up to the 35. Slips a tackle, taken down by a Jersey handful all the way to the 43. And Dakota State University with a GSN Insurance first down. Brody Frederickson coming into that drive, or coming in on that play, 11 yards rushing, but definitely may have doubled his total after that rush. Ball at the 43 of Dakota State. Now 2 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. Mason Layton checking into the first time today on the left side in the left slot. 2 receivers towards the left for Giles. He'll go back to pass, looking towards his left side, directing traffic. He's going to stutter step in the pocket. He's going to try and get rid of it. He'll be taken down in the backfield by number 97. That is Josh Kaevi. And it will be the end of the first quarter, but a 7-7 lead on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. Dakota State University and Dickinson State University from Trojan Field, back in 30 seconds on Jammin' Country 103.
You've heard businesses talk about being locally owned, that they've been around for years. At Bob's Electric, that's all true. Bob's Electric is locally owned and has been in business since 1951. Bob's Electric is here to stay for all your electrical needs, whether it's farm, commercial, industrial, or residential. Call Bob's Electric at 256-6828. Serving Howard, Canova, Madison, and the surrounding area. Bob's Electric, plugged into all your needs.
I need your help to be a part of this.
Welcome back to the Helena broadcast booth from Trojan Field in Madison. 7-7 our score on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. It goes in the record. It goes into the stat book as a sack for Josh Kaevi, a senior defensive lineman out of Anchorage, Alaska, for the Dickinson State Blue Hawks. Puts the Trojans back second down and 14 from their own 39-yard line. As the Trojans now working left to right on your radio dial on Jammin' Country 103 and on your computer screen at AmazingMadison.com. Delayed handoff to Brody. He'll cut it over towards the right side, up to just shy of midfield as Brody was looking to bust a big run. Tackled by Derek Van de Bosch of Dickinson State. Derek, along with his brother Matt Van de Bosch on this defensive unit. Matthew, a senior defensive back. Derek, a sophomore out of Lusk, Wyoming. There'll be 2 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right for the quarterback, Jacob Giles. Brody Frederickson in the backfield. 14:30 to go here in this first half. It'll be a pass to the right side for Austin Opdahl. Stutter steps past one defender, throws a man out of the club. He threw out of bounds Jay Liggins, the defensive back, but pushed out of bounds by number 37, Derek Van de Bosch. A pass complete to Austin Opdahl for a GSN Insurance first down, back into Blue Hawk territory for your Trojans. First down and 10 from the 41 of Dickinson State. Galloway and Layton are on the left side of the formation. It'll be a handoff to Brody off the right side. Gets a good block up to the 40. Pushes the man down. Ball goes out of bounds, and it looks like it was thrown back in, but it goes out of bounds as it's taking down on the play. Brody Frederickson, also the tackler, number 9. That's Stephen Cook, who came up to make the tackle, pushed the ball out of bounds, and one of the other defensive backs for the Blue Hawks tried to swipe it back into play, but luckily enough, the Trojans maintained possession as the ball went out of bounds. Brody checks out of the game, and it will bring in number 5 for your Trojans, Hagen Hines, and with 2 receivers on the left side and the pistol set for Jacob Giles. Austin Opdahl working one-on-one. Back to pass is Giles, looking for a big play over the middle to Mason Layton, and he drops the football as he had it in stride. If he brings it in, he's down to the goal line. Could have been very close for either a first down or even a touchdown, but the freshman probably got caught up in the fact that he would have had himself another score, and otherwise it goes incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 4 from the 35 of Dickinson State. Trojans will have 2 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right for Giles. Opdahl working one-on-one towards the bottom half of this field. It'll be a pass over to the left side. It looks like it's incomplete against Mitchell Galloway. And in on the coverage, number 28, Matthew Vandenbosch. With 13:23 to go, 4th down and 4 for Dakota State, and the offense staying out on the field. It may come down to whichever defense stands tall in this contest and forces more turnovers on downs. 4th down and 4 yards to go. Ball needs to get to the 31. The Trojans stand at the 35. 1 for 2 today, or excuse me, 0 for 1 today are Dakota State University. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Giles. He'll go back to pass, rolling towards his left, looking for Galloway just beyond his reach, had an arm on the defender. It will be incomplete, and Matthew Vandenbosch once again turns the ball over on downs, and it will go back to Dickinson State University. Make that twice here in this first half. The Trojans have gone for it on 4th down. It looked like Vandenbosch had a hand on Galloway on the receiver. Might have gotten a little bit of tug on the pink shirt as well, but it will be incomplete. It'll be 1st down and 10 for Dickinson State University at the 35 of the Trojans. A lot of Trojans today wearing pink, as it is also breast cancer awareness game for the Trojans. And also over at the Trojan volleyball game later on tonight, it'll be their Dig Pink match against the University of Jamestown later on tonight. Hayden Gibson on 1st down stands tall in the pocket, throwing one out towards his receiver on the left side to Deontay Dixon, but it will go incomplete, and it was also well out of bounds. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 35 of Dickinson State. 13:18 to go here in this first half. It is a 7-7 score. Both teams risking it with going for it on 4th down because they don't know how many more times they get the football, depending on the quarter and also in the contest as well. Hayden Gibson will go back to pass, this time rolling towards his right side. A high throw to Chase Anderson. He brings it down, then tackled by Marcus Vandenbosch as he grabbed him by the hips, pulled him down as well, just shy of about the 42-yard line. Vandenbosch with a nice form tackle. With about 13 minutes to go, it'll be 3rd down and about 2 yards to go. Need to get to the 45, and it looks like Dickinson State is at the 43. Be 2 receivers on the right side for Hayden Gibson, 1 to the left, a tight end and fullback in as well. Number 34, David Spinner, listed as a running back with Carson Mack in the backfield. It'll be Deontay Dixon receiving the pass right at the line of scrimmage, taken down by Kurt Bakey for a loss. It'll be 4th down and about 6 yards to go. Kurt Bakey out of nowhere gets through the line of scrimmage off a tackler, and looks like the punt team is going to come out onto the field for the first time today for Dickinson State University. Defense, a beautiful job to force a 3-and-out by the Blue Hawks, I should say. And for the first time today, we'll see Seth Moorkirky doing the punting, I believe, for the Blue Hawks, or as it looks like another gentleman on the field to do the punting for the Blue Hawks. It looks like Brendan Wallner take a low line drive kick right to about the 30. We'll watch it kick sideways to about the 24, down to the 23, and it was actually number 47. A flag thrown on the play in the process. Depending on Dakota State's reaction, it looks like this one goes against Dickinson State. It was actually number 47, Hunter Johnson, doing the punting for the Blue Hawks. Flag was thrown about the 42 of Dakota State as the ball bounced all the way down to the 23. Unnecessary roughness against the Trojans, which is very unfortunate. So the Trojans will maintain possession. So instead of being at the 23-yard line, they're going to go half the distance to the goal. And it's going to move them back to about close to about the 12-yard line, I believe. Depending, they're the officials taking their time writing down the play call, or the officials' penalty, and we'll have to move the ball back from the 23, and they're going to push it back inside the 10-yard line for the Trojans. The offense for Dakota State, they're going to push it to about the 11-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10 for your Trojans. So the first time today we see a punter on the field, gets it to about the 23, and aided by a penalty, Hunter Johnson for the Blue Hawks gets the ball down inside to about the 11-yard line for Dakota State. Giles with no men in the backfield. He'll keep it himself, cutting up to about the 15, trying to spin his way past the 15 and rustled down by, it looks like, number 30 for the Blue Hawks. That's Daniel Marino.
Brought down by number 30, Daniel Marino.
Making it now second down, about 5 yards go. Just a bit of a scramble drill there from Jacob Giles. 2 receivers towards the left side, make that the right side of the field, and also 1 to the left for Giles as he stands in the pistol set. Brody Frederickson in the backfield. He'll fake the handoff. Taking the handoff will be Brody. Over towards the left side. Gets a block from Listman. Up to the 30, to the 35, to the 40. Out of bounds, just shy of the 45. Pushed out of the bounds and towards the benches of Dickinson State. No flag thrown on the play as Brody got rolled up on the sidelines. And he's a little bit slow to get up. That is an absolutely horrendous no call on that play as the linebacker pushed Brody down as he was slipping on the mats over there, and it looks like Brody may be down on the sideline as well. Absolutely terrible to see. No flag thrown on the play. We'll take a 30-second injury timeout. Back here in 30 seconds on Jammin' Country 103.
At Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel in downtown Madison, be sure to check out their selection of men's and women's Under Armour and Columbia Omni Tech jackets. In for a limited time at Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel in downtown Madison, save 20% on men's Nunn Bush shoes. That's at Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel in downtown Madison. Shop Stan's where service comes first.
Fashions that make a statement. Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel.
Back on Jammin' Country FM 103, a little bit of assistance from Matt Eiler and Kim Liebel of the training staff. Brody Frederickson is back on the Dakota State side of the field. It will be a GSN Insurance first down for your Trojans at to about the 43-yard line, their own 43-yard line. Brody, unfortunately, does not get the flag call thrown towards his way as he was pushed out of bounds into the Dickinson State bench, but it will bring in Hagen Hines on this next play from the pistol set for Giles. He'll go back to pass, rolling towards his right side for Wallner. He'll get to about the 48, pushed out of bounds to about the 50, and also ushered along the sideline by Marino and also Kane Aboshi of the Dickinson State Bluehawks right at midfield, making it second down and about 4 yards to go for your Trojans. And hopefully as well, maybe it's just Brody a little bit of a tweak in the ankle as they cannot afford to lose Brody as well. But at the same time, also boasts a heavy running back, that being Hagen Hines. He'll take the handoff on first down, running right through the middle, puts the shoulder down to about the 45 of Dickinson State for another GSN Insurance first down. Hagen needed to get 4 yards. He got 5, making another GSN Insurance first down, courtesy of Scott and Nancy Gusso at GSN Insurance. Call them today, 256. Or make that 556-0242, GSN Insurance of Madison. Under 10 minutes to play here in this first half. 7-7 is our score. Giles again will find Opdahl along the sideline, just shy of about the 38-yard line, about a 2-yard pass on first down, making about second down, 8 yards to go. As the offense for the Trojans going no huddle. They'll go 2 receivers on the left side for Giles and Trevor Listman and Brendan Waldner. Austin Opdahl working one-on-one on the right side of Giles. Hagen Hines standing in the pistol set with his quarterback right in front of him. Second down and 8 to go. Hand off to Hagen off the right side. Cuts through another man. Puts the shoulder down against number 23, Jay Liggins, and moved him back a couple of yards, making it a short third down situation. It was second down and 8, making it now about third down and 4. Hagen Hines releasing the anger on that play. Just squared up the defensive back, and a good form tackle by Liggins to hang on to Hagen Hines this year, or on that play as well. Hagen Hines with 151 rushing yards against Valley last week, and also 561 rushing yards this season. 2 receivers on the left side, 1 to the right for Giles. He'll just keep it himself. He's trying to fight his way forward. He's going to be very close for a first down, depending on the spot. Miscommunication between him and Hines once again. Ball's going to be just shy of the 35, right at the 34. Need to get to the 35 for a first down. 4th down and 1 measly yard to go. The Trojans today 0 for 2 on 4th down, but in this season 42% on 4th down. It will be 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Giles in the pistol set. Hagen Hines in the backfield gets the offside penalty. He's going to go free play. Looking down the sideline, he's just going to fall down and will go out of bounds. He gave himself up. Sifa Villa went in towards the shoulder and head area. There are 2 flags thrown on the field, but at the same time, the head linesman threw his hat in the process. That could be another penalty, which would set up the Trojans in very plus territory, depending on the call. It will be an offside penalty to start off, because the about 3 defensive linemen for the Blue Hawks jumped offside as Giles was about to snap the football. One official is without his hat right now, which usually signals that's the next item to go if the flag is thrown by that particular official, is the hat. As our head referee today, that being Darren Berg, will make the announcement with 8:28 to play. It was 4th down and 1. Ball's at the 36-yard line of Dickinson State. As our head official will make the announcement, it will be offsides against the defense. That penalty will be declined. It'll be holding against the defense as well. So that will also make it another GSN Insurance first down for your Trojans. So instead of getting the offside penalty, Coach Anderson declines. They get a holding penalty against the defense, and will also make it first down and 10 from the spot of the foul. Now going to mark the ball. They're going to move it way up to about the 25-yard line. It was 10 yards, or the 26-yard line, I should say. 10 yards from the line of scrimmage. We'll make another GSN Insurance first down for your Trojans. Now going to bring in that double tight end package once again for Dakota State. 8:28 to go here in this first half. Handoff to Hagen off the left side. Cuts it back towards the middle. Just shy of the 25 to the 20. Back inside the Case IH red zone. All your Trojans. Of course, you want equipment that's both powerful and efficient. It's available only in red at your Case IH dealer, Lake County International on West Highway 34 in Madison. 8 minutes to go here in this first half. 7-7 our score. Dakota State looking to take a lead. Ball's right at the 20-yard line. Second down, about 4 yards to go. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Austin Opdahl, who's got a couple of catches today, works up against the defensive back in Jay Liggins. 2 receivers on the left for Giles. Hagen Hines still in the backfield. He'll take the handoff. Will Hagen over to the left side, just shy of about the 18. Couple of form tackles by Marino and also Sifa Villa for the Blue Hawks. Blue Hawks this season, the defensive lineman in that 3-4 defense. Sifa Villa, 18 total tackles this year, while Marino also boasts 15, or make that 36 tackles this year, 5.5 of them for a loss. 7:20 to go. Third down and about 3 yards to go for your Trojans inside the Case IH red zone. Listman and Waldner on the left side for Giles. Hagen Hines in the backfield. Opdahl one-on-one. Hand off to Hagen over the right side. Cuts it up to a 15. He'll follow his way forward for a GSN Insurance first down as he slipped past a couple of defensive linemen and also got past Elijah Staten of the Blue Hawks. Sets up another GSN Insurance first down all the way down to about the 14-yard line. And the Trojans are knocking on the door for another score with under 7 minutes to play here in this fourth quarter. It is a chilly afternoon here from Trojan Field. If you're sitting in the shade, you're probably freezing your tail off, but if you're in the sun, it's probably not too bad. It'll be a delayed handoff to Hagen, over to the right side, up to the 10, down his way to the 5-yard line, taking a couple of Endabashes with him, and just shy of about the 6-yard line. Hagen Hines will get the down and distance to half, about a 7-yard run for Hagen, up to about second down, about 3 yards to go. Ball will be at the 6-yard line. Trojans can still get a first down without scoring. Hagen Hines now up to 8 rushes this year, well over about 35 yards. And also checking in for the first time today will be number 49 for your Trojans. That's Jeb Sanford at the running back spot. Brody Frederickson still getting worked on that right ankle of his as he got rolled up on to start this drive. 2 receiver to left for Giles. He'll go back to pass, looking for Brendan Wallner right down to the goal line. He's trying to cut his way to the goal line, but he's held out of bounds to about the 3-yard line. Still gets a first down for the Trojans, I believe, depending on the spot, and it will be good enough for a GSN Insurance first down as Brendan Wallner connecting with his quarterback Giles for a GSN Insurance first down. First down and goal to go from about the 3-yard line. And 5.5 minutes to play here in this first half. Giles will bring back out Hagen Hines along the sideline as he checks into the game. Listman and Waldner stacked up on the left. Opdahl working one-on-one on the right side. They're on the left side of the field, the left hash. So Opdahl's got a lot of room to work with against Jay Liggins, that defensive back for the Blue Hawks, and a flag or a looks like a whistle blown in the process, as it looks like quite possibly a delay of game against Dakota State. It will be a delay of game against your Trojans as they were winding down the play clock, didn't pay attention at the process. That's going to back up the Trojans 5 yards. It'll still be first down and goal, but it will be at the 11-yard line, or it looks like now make it at the 8-yard line, excuse me. Just a 5-yard penalty. It'll be first down and goal from about the 8 for your Trojans. 5:04 to play. Now clock will continue to wind down. Now make it 2 receivers on the right side. And it looks like it is Jacob Giles lining up in the slot. Hagen Hines is going to take the direct snap on a Wildcat. He's going to keep it himself. He'll cut over to the left side, down to the 5, reaching for the end zone. He's going to be held just shy, down to about the 2, or quite possibly the 3. A little bit of trickeration as the Trojans calling out the playbook here, going deep into the bag with Jacob Giles lining up in the slot. Hagen Hines took the direct snap, and it would have been interesting to see if Hagen's got anything in the arm to throw, but instead he keeps it himself. It'll be first down or make that second down and goal from the 3-yard line of Dickinson State. Now to go back to their traditional pistol set. Waldner and it looks like Opdahl on the right side. Trevor Listman working one-on-one on the short side. Giles is going to step up on pressure. He's going to try and get rid of it. He'll be sacked at the line of scrimmage for a loss, and it looks like it'll be third down and goal from about the 10, maybe the 8-yard line, and it looks like the mass humanity to come up, and depending on who came out with the football, it was Giles who hung on to it, but the sack going to Thomas Cease, setting up now third down and goal from about the 10-yard line, or make that about the 6-yard line, I should say. It's a tough angle to see from the far side of the field. They are going to mark it right at the 5 of Dickinson State. Third down and goal. 3.5 minutes to go. 2 receivers stacked up on the left, 2 to the right for Giles. Hagen Hines, he'll take the direct snap to Mason Layton, cutting his way towards the sideline, trying to spin his way forward. He's going to be held just shy of the 5-yard line as it go with the 2-hand shovel pass to Layton, and it will bring in the kicking squad for the Trojans. Fourth down and goal from about the 5-yard line. And Dakota State is going to elect to go for a field goal. And Bryn Ratcliffe will come into the game for the first time today to do the kicking for a field goal opportunity. Made a 20-yard field goal last week against Valley City State. Ball's at the 5, so this will be a 22-yard attempt for Ratcliffe over on the left hash. Holder is backup quarterback Jared Richardson. It'll be a good snap. Hold is down. Ball is blocked and picked up by a Blue Hawk. Ball is still loose. It will be a blocked kick, and it will be a touchback as well. Dickinson State will get the football right at their own 20-yard line. And just when you thought the Trojans had something cooking just before halftime, a blocked kick by Dickinson State will keep our score tied at 7-7. The left side of the line of scrimmage came in through quickly, couple of hands in the area, and Dickinson State will take over the ball, first down and 10.
The ball went in the end zone untouched, therefore it's a touchback.
It will be a touchback, and looks like the ball will be placed right at the 20-yard line. The offense for the Blue Hawks will come out on the field, led by that quarterback in Hayden Gibson, 8 of 13 here in this first half for 99 yards, and also a rushing touchdown for Karsten Mack Jr., who's got 30 rushing yards and a rushing touchdown today, as the officials now signaling and stopping the play before it even stopped. Seeing a flag on the field might have been Michael Cleveland, who was in the huddle of Dickinson State. Over on the far side of the field, a flag was thrown in the process. The far official on the side of the field maybe throwing a flag against Michael Cleveland, as seeing the flag still on the field right about the 21-yard line, but no official word has been made just yet. The referee will make his announcement here quite shortly. Unsportsmanlike conduct. It looks like it will go against Michael Cleveland.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 3.
So those penalties are going to go offset, I believe. So it was unsportsmanlike conduct for Seth Evanek and also for Michael Cleveland. Both those penalties offset, but they're also the first unsportsmanlike conduct penalties for both of those players. They get one more. They're done for the afternoon. So it'll be first down and 10 right at the 20-yard line for Hayden Gibson and Dickinson State. Three receivers left side. He'll throw a screen over to Evanick just off his hands, rolling out of bounds. It will be incomplete. And Hayden Gibson started off this game 4 of 4, and so far he has incompleted now, and most recently now make it 4 of 10 passing after getting off to a perfect start in that opening drive for his Blue Hawks. Still three receivers to the left side, one to the right for Evanick and Carson Mack Jr. in the backfield. He'll stand in the shotgun. He'll bark out the play at the line of scrimmage. Changing things up, still staying in the shotgun. 2nd down and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Gibson back to pass, rolling towards his left, looking for a receiver. Well short of the receiver. He was looking for Randy Ivy. It was about 10 yards behind him as Ivy was looking for the home run pass, but instead Hayden Gibson a little too soft on the throw. Well, now make it 3rd down and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Now a couple of players will check in and out for Dickinson State in that offense, bringing back in the tight end in number 87, that's Jordan Walker. Now bring in that tight end, one tight end with 3 receivers out to the left, one to the right for the quarterback in Hayden Gibson. He'll roll towards his right side. Mack in there to provide protection, looking downfield for a big play. It will be caught along the sideline somehow. Was he in bounds? There's a flag and quite possibly the official on the far side of the field threw the flag, now has thrown his hat at the same time, quite possibly against make that Dickinson State University, as quite possibly the receiver, it might have been Randy Ivy, went out of bounds and then didn't reestablish himself, but was the first one to touch the football. That's the only play that I could quite possibly think of other than a pass interference situation, as our head referee, Darren Berg, will make the official call. There are a couple of flags thrown in the process.
Went out of bounds on his own and was the first to touch it back in bounds. Therefore, it's a violation and an incomplete pass.
So it'll be an incomplete pass against Randy Ivy. It will now be 4th down. 3 straight incompletions by the Dickinson State Blue Hawks, and the punt team will come out onto the field. Back-to-back series that the Trojans have forced 3 and outs, and the defense will come off the field, bring in the special teams unit. Brendan Wallner will go back deep to receive this kick. Trojans getting very close to the line of scrimmage. Cody Johnson doing the kicking, number 47, Hunter Johnson is the one doing the kicking and the punting, as it will be a rugby-style kick, low line drive kick, end over end right at midfield. Waldner's going to watch it go all the way from the 40 down to the 30, down to the 25 before it takes a dead hop, officially marked down. It will be 1st down and 10 from the 25 for Dakota State, and exactly 2 minutes and 12 seconds to play here in this first half. Now this Trojan offense can work quickly. If we learned anything this season, over the last few seasons as well, can definitely go down without taking too much time. They do have 3 timeouts left here in this first half. 7-7 is still our score. The offense for the Trojans getting the ball set up after a couple of penalties on the defense for the Blue Hawks has got themselves back out on the field with 2:12 to go here in this first half. Giles will stand to the pistol. He'll go back to pass. Brody Frederickson back in the game. Good for him. Looking downfield over the middle, caught by Brendan Wallner right at midfield. Brendan Wallner getting a step inside on the defender. Looks like tackle by number 26. That's Caden Boshi. It will be right at midfield. A 25-yard pass and completion from Giles to Waldner. 1st down and 10. Another GSN Insurance 1st down for the Trojans. It'll be a handoff to Brody Frederickson off the right side, up to the 50, right to the 45. A 5-yard carry for Brody Frederickson. Back into the game after getting rolled up on the sideline over towards the benches for Dickinson State. Had a lot of work done on that ankle. He comes off the field a little bit gimpy on that right ankle. As A-plus job by Matt Eiler and also the training staff here at Dakota State to get the running back out on the field. Giles will go back to pass. He's going to step up on the pressure. He's going to keep it himself. Takes a man with him right at the 40, down to the 38, and another looks like very close to a 1st down for Dakota State. possibly taken by Coach Anderson and the Trojans. First down and 10 from about the 38-yard line of Dickinson State. 1:13 to go in the first half. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Jammin' Country 103.
Helen Consumers Power District would like to wish the Dakota State Trojans good luck this season. This is Casey Crabtree, Heartland's Director of Economic Development. I'm excited to work with businesses here in Madison to help them grow and thrive. If you're looking to expand your business or in need of low-interest financing, give me a call at 256-6536. Deliver reliable energy and services to the city of Madison. We believe in the power of forward thinking and want to be your trusted community partner and leader in our industry. Good luck, Trojans.
Welcome back to the Helena broadcast booth from Trojan Field in Madison. You are back here with Paul Vold, the voice of Dakota State Trojan football all season long on Jammin' Country 103 and also through the live stream at AmazingMadison.com. 3 receivers will be out on the field for Jacob Giles. First down and 10 from the 44. Make that looks like the 38-yard line actually of Dickinson State. Hagen Hines in the backfield for Giles. He'll go back to pass, rolling towards his left. He's going to find Galloway in stride, inside the 30, fighting his way forward, down to the 27. Needed 10 yards to get. Galloway gets 11. Another GSN Insurance. 1:07 to play here in this first half. Clock will now wind down. It'll be 2 receivers on the left, 1 to the right for Giles. Hagen Hines checks out, bringing back in Brody Frederickson in the pistol set. Giles will go back to pass again, stepping up, and he'll throw over towards the left side for Mitchell Galloway. Down inside the Case IH red zone. Very close to another GSN Insurance first down. About 9 yards on that reception, down to about looks like the 18-yard line. And the Trojans are back inside the Case IH red zone, which is brought to you by Lake County International, West Highway 34 in Madison. 40 seconds to go. Giles pump fake towards the right side, looking for a receiver. He's going to scramble back towards his left. He's going to step up. He'll be taken down for a sack in bounds, and looks like maybe a timeout taken by Coach Anderson, and it will be a timeout, their second timeout for Dakota State. We're just going to keep it right here because with 29 seconds remaining in this first half, quarterback Jacob Giles will keep things moving with a third down and about 3, maybe 4 yards to go outside the Case IH red zone. Coach Anderson did call a timeout, but again, we're just going to keep it right here, taking a look here at some of the first half numbers for both sides. As starting first with your Trojans, Jacob Giles so far in this contest, 10 of 15 passing for 173 yards. Brody Frederickson, after taking a bit of an extended break after an injury over on the far sideline, has got 9 rushes for 73 yards. Hagen Hines also has 9 rushes for 42 yards, his longest being an 11-yard rush. And also leading receiver for your Trojans, just looking here at the numbers provided by DAC Stats, Austin Opdahl with 4 receptions for 105 yards, including an 80-yard bomb for the first score of the game on the first play from scrimmage, making it now a 1 touchdown for him in this contest. 29 seconds remain in this first half. Both teams back out on the field. Third down and 4 yards to go for the Trojans. Hagen Hines will be in the backfield with Jacob Giles as they start out in the pistol set. Brendan Wallner and also Austin Opdahl are on the right side. Mitchell Galloway is on the left. Giles will go back to pass, looking towards his right. He's going to find Wallner. He'll get it up to about the 15, down to the outside to about the 12. Maybe the 13-yard line, goes out of bounds as well with 27 seconds remaining. It'll be another GSN Insurance first down for your Trojans. And the offense going no huddle, getting the play call from Coach Nelson along the sideline, and will set up first down and 10 from the 13-yard line of Dickinson. Giles, pistol set. He'll go his right, looking for the end zone, and Opdahl will be a touch pass into the end zone. Touchdown, Dakota State. Giles over the middle, looking for Opdahl, just do it with a little bit of panache on it, and connects with Opdahl for the second time today. It'll be a 13-7 lead on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. Giles to Opdahl once again, 29 touchdown passes for Giles, and now 10 touchdown receptions for Opdahl this season. Extra point coming up here from Brayden Ratcliffe, as the holder will be Jared Richardson. Kick, it is up. It is good. 14-7 is our score on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. We'll be back in 30 seconds on your home for Dakota State Trojan football all season. Jammin' Country 103.
Great Western Bank is your local hometown bank and the nation's 8th largest ag lender. We offer sophisticated services from investments to cash management and the financial power for specialized lending without limits. Our focus on relationships means we get to know our customers and businesses. Great Western Bank provides our customers with the right financial tools and products for success, so you can be greater with Great Western Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back on Jammin' Country FM 103, a 13-yard touchdown pass from Jacob Giles to Austin Opdahl for the second time today. 13 yards out for a 14-7 score on our Sunshine Foods scoreboard. Bryn Ratcliffe will do the kicking. Couple returners back deep for the Blue Hawks, making that Chase Anderson along with another teammate in the process. Ratcliffe will do a high end-over-end kick that's going to get up to about the 15 to the other man on the field. His number 14. He'll cut it down towards the 25, tiptoeing his way along just barely. Number 14 on the return. That's Javante Oliphant, and making it an advantage for the Blue Hawks. It'll be first down and 10 for them, up to about, looks like, just around the 35-yard line, depending on the spot. They're going to mark him right at the 30, it looks like, for the Dickinson State Blue Hawks. 15 seconds remaining here in this first half. 2 timeouts as well for the Blue Hawks. Now the offense for Dickinson State certainly has a tall task to bring up with 15 seconds remaining here in this first half, but they will also get the football coming out of the locker room, and it looks like they're going to give this a go. 2 receivers on the right side, 1 on the left for Hayden Gibson. It is a 14-7 lead as Carson Mack Jr. will follow his way forward just shy of the 42, and it will be good enough for a first down, but a timeout taken by Dickinson State University, a GSN Insurance first down with 8 seconds remaining here in this. Calls a timeout after a GSN Insurance first down. Looking at the numbers for Dickinson State, Hayden Gibson here in this first half, 8 of 16 on passing and also 99 passing yards. No touchdown passes, as his leading receiver is Chase Anderson. He's got 3 for 37 yards, and his longest being a 17-yard connection with the receiver and his quarterback. They're going to put some time back on the clock. There was 8 seconds remaining when the clock was stopped. The referee, Darren Berg, says to put 10 seconds on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard, so maybe 2 more plays worth if they're fairly quickly for Dickinson State University. And Karsten Mack in this first half, 7 rushes for 40 yards. A rushing touchdown as well for Dickinson State. Hayden Gibson's going to come out with an empty backfield. 5 receivers are out, 3 to his right and 2 to his left. 10 seconds remaining for the Blue Hawks. They're at their own 42-yard line. Make that the 41. And a man coming over towards the right side. Looks like Coach Anderson will call a timeout defensively for his Trojans. We'll take a timeout as well. Back in 30 seconds on Jammin' Country 1.
Great Western Bank is your local hometown bank and the nation's 8th largest ag lender. We offer sophisticated services from investments to cash management and the financial power for specialized lending without limits. Our focus on relationships means we get to know our customers and businesses. Great Western Bank provides our customers with the right financial tools and products for success, so you can be greater with Great Western Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
www.bsfnetworks.com. You can listen to all the games on TuneIn 103.1.
Back on Jammin' Country FM 103. Coach Anderson calling a timeout for his Trojans to know what they're going to be doing here on this play. 10 seconds remaining. 5 wide receivers are out. 3 defensive backs are playing within the 10-yard line for Dakota State. And Hayden Gibson's going to go back to pass, looking for Chase Anderson. Pass will be complete. It will go out of bounds. No clock. No time came off the clock. And they are going to wind some time down here as we have a new game clock operator for today's game. But at the same time, about 5 seconds remaining. Kurt Bakey looking up here at the press box. And about 5 seconds should at least come off this clock in the process, as Darren Berg, the head referee, is going to speak with his officiating crew. And also a 14-7 lead for your Trojans. The clock did not start as the play began, and the head official and also the referee is going to discuss things about how much time to take off.
4 seconds on the the game clock.
They're going to put 4 seconds on the game clock, so at least one more play for Dickinson State University. Ball got up to about the 31-yard line of the Trojans. It'll be first down up from the 31 for Dickinson State. Another GSN Insurance first down for the Blue Hawks. 14-7 is our score. Defensive backs are going to be playing well deep, and also the linebackers. The Trojans are only going to rush 4 men, and it looks like a timeout taken by Dickinson State University. We'll take a timeout with them as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Jammin' Country 103.
Mustang Seeds, your proven leader with proven performance for over 53 years. Providing top-notch service that area producers have come to expect, Mustang Seeds provides the service and products to maximize yields and quality harvest. Mustang Seeds is the best choice for having your farming operation succeed. Contact your seed expert today at Mustang Seeds 605-256-6529 or online at mustangseeds.com.
You can count on our seeds year after year, planting your future. Mustang Seeds.
Welcome back to the Helena broadcast booth from Trojan Field in Madison. Your Trojans lead Dickinson State University 14-7 on the Sunshine Food scoreboard. It is 14-7, and one more play here in this first half. 4 seconds to go in the second quarter. Hayden Gibson is going to bring out his offense with 5 wide receivers, 4 down linemen for the Trojans, and it will be a false start against Dickinson State. One of the new receivers in for the Blue Hawks, that's Tiger Fry, and it looks like that's going to back them up 5 yards. Ball is at the 31. That's going to back them up to at least the 36. The receiver, that being Tiger Fry, a freshman out of Billings, Montana, got a little bit overzealous. Still 3 receivers on the right side for Hayden Gibson. 4 down linemen for the back and try to get to the quarterback. Gibson is going to step up on pressure. Nowhere for him to run. He's going to scramble towards his left. Now back towards his right. He's going to look downfield. This is going to be the final play. He's going to heave one down to the end zone. It will be up in the air, and it looks like it will be incomplete. And your Trojans will lead at halftime by the score of 14-7. So after all that excitement, your Dakota State University Trojans, number 25 in the nation, lead 20 or make that 14-7 on the Sunshine Food scoreboard over the Dickinson State Blue Hawks, who are the tops in the conference and also 7-1 on the season. We are going to step away. When we come back, we are going to get you ready for our halftime show brought to you by, who is our halftime show brought to you by? It is ACS Roofing in Madison. We're going to step away. When we come back, we'll take a look at the first half, numbers, scores, and also second half adjustments that both teams are going to have to make as your Dakota State University Trojans, number 25 in the nation, lead Dickinson State University, who is number 15 in the nation, by the score of 14-7. We'll be back in 3 minutes on your home for Dakota State University Trojan football, Jammin' Country 103.
New owner of Sporty's Bar and Grill in downtown Madison. Sporty's is your hometown place for delicious food and cold drinks. Sporty's Kitchen is open Monday through Saturday from 5 to 9, offering food specials all week. Monday we have burger specials, Tuesday Philly cheesesteaks with fries, Wednesday wings, Thursday chicken strips with fries, and Friday we have all-you-can-eat wings, with Saturday being Chiswick with fries. Don't miss our new food item on the menu like. You can also call for to-go orders at 605-556-2257. Sporty's Bar and Grill in downtown Madison.
Advanced Contracting Solutions, LLC of Madison offers full concrete, roofing, insulation, and spray foam insulation for residential and light commercial projects in eastern South Dakota, southwest Minnesota, and northwestern Iowa. Advanced Contracting Solutions makes it their goal to not only use the highest quality products for their projects, but to also provide their clients with quality work that will last for years to come, all at an affordable price. For an estimate or to learn how spray foam insulation can save you money on your bills, contact Jeremiah today at 605-270-1299. Start your next project today with Advanced Contracting Solutions, LLC of Madison, also on Facebook.
Bring your friends, bring your family to Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison. Stadium Sports Grill is 18 flat-screen TV, so you never miss any of your favorite team's game action. Pool tables, and full menu of great food, and your favorite cold beverage on tap. Stadium Sports Grill also has 50-cent wing Wednesdays from 5 to 10 p.m., a breakfast buffet on Saturday only, and starting September 7th, Stadium Sports Grill will have a tailgate bar every Sunday. Stadium Sports Grill, your home for great food, cold drinks, and your favorite sports team.
State University athlete.
Enjoy fall and the sports season with Second Street Diner. Take a break traveling to and from sporting events and warm up from the fall air with a warm bowl of chili or homemade soups from Second Street Diner. Also offering brunch every Sunday and breakfast served all day, every day. Or how about a burger for breakfast or breakfast for lunch? Second Street Diner make it what you want, when you want it. Good luck to DSU, Madison, and all the area schools in the 2017 football season from Second Street Diner.
Second Street Diner.
You've heard businesses talk about being locally owned, that they've been around for years. At Bob's Electric, that's all true. Bob's Electric is locally owned and has been in business since 1951. Bob's Electric is here to stay for all your electrical needs, whether it's farm, commercial, industrial, or residential. Call Bob's Electric at 256-6828. Serving Howard, Canova, Madison, and the surrounding area. Bob's Electric, plugged into all your needs.
It's a great destination anytime. The Hillside Steakhouse and Blue Cabana Bar on the southeast side of Lake Madison. There's a full menu that includes steaks, seafoods, gourmet burgers, roasted chicken, plus prime rib every Friday and Saturday night. The Hillside is also your home for parties, events, and live music. Make sure to check their Facebook page for the latest attractions. There's always something special happening at the Hillside Steakhouse and Blue Cabana Bar.
It's worth the drive to the hillside.
And welcome back to the Helena Broadcast booth from Trojan Field in Madison. The Sunshine Foods scoreboard reads 14-7. Your Dakota State University Trojans, ranked number 25 in the nation, lead the number 15 ranked Dickinson State Bluehawks by that score of 14-7. Welcome to the halftime show, brought to you by ACS Roofing in Madison. From roofing to siding to concrete work and spray foam insulation, whatever your business or home requires, contact Jeremiah at ACS Roofing in Madison today at 270-1299. You're back here with Paul Vold once again from the Helena broadcast booth as your halftime score is 14-7. Taking a look here at some of the numbers from this first half as we work our way here into your ACS Roofing halftime show. Starting first with the scoring drives in the first half. On the first play from scrimmage, 21 seconds into the game, it was Jacob Giles connecting to Austin Opdahl for an 80-yard touchdown pass. On the first play from scrimmage, it was a 7-0 lead for your Trojans at that point. Next drive went right down the field for Dickinson State University. It was a 7-play, 65-yard drive in 3 minutes and 36 seconds for a 7-7 lead into the first quarter. Then after the second quarter, with about 22 seconds remaining in the first half, 8 plays and make that 75 yards for a 14-7 lead for your Dakota State University Trojans. Time of possession was 1 minute and 50 seconds for your Trojans to take a 14-7 lead as Jacob Giles connected with Austin Opdahl on a 13-yard touchdown pass. That score for the Dickinson State Bluehawks was a 7-yard touchdown run from Karsten Mack Jr. in the first half. Taking a look at some of the numbers as well for your Dakota State University Trojans. Starting first, actually, we'll start with the Bluehawks, who are 7-1 in the regular season, 6-0 in conference play. Today, their quarterback, that being Hayden Gibson, with 18 attempts for only 9 completions, 127 yards passing, and also no touchdowns in that first half. Leading receiver for the Bluehawks was Chase Anderson in the first half, 4 receptions, 65 yards as well. Seth Evanick finished with 2 receptions for 36 yards, his longest being a 28-yard completion from Gibson in the first half. Leading rusher for the Bluehawks is number 2. That's Karsten Mack Jr., 7 attempts for 40 yards, and also 1 touchdown to go along with an 11-yard rush being his longest in the first half. Looking at some of the team numbers as well for the Bluehawks in that first half, 8 first downs and a total of 171 yards of total offense in that first half, almost half as much as Dakota State has. They also had no fumbles for no recoveries, also 2 penalties for 15 yards, 10 minutes and 42 seconds of total time of possession, and also have 3 sacks against quarterback Jacob Giles and Dakota State University. Now switching on to the other side of the field for your Trojans in that first half, 6 16 first downs and 323 total yards of offense in the first half. 129 through the air, 194 through the air, 129 on the ground as well. Had 3 penalties for 16 yards, 19 minutes and 39 seconds of total time of possession. It had 1 fumble in that first half that was recovered by the Trojans as well. Looking at some of the individual numbers for your Trojans in the first half, quarterback Jacob Giles making it 13 of 18 passing, 194 yards, and also 2 passing touchdowns in that first half, both going to Austin Opdahl. Speaking of Opdahl, the senior receiver, 5 receptions for 118 yards, 2 receiving touchdowns as well in that first half. Also the leading rusher for the Trojans, both with 9 carries in the first half, Brody Frederickson and Hagen Hines, but Brody's got 74 rushing yards, including a 27-yarder being his longest. Hagen Hines also has 9 rushes for 42 yards in the first half as well for Dakota State. Leading also in the receiving category, Brendan Waldner, the senior receiver, also has 6 receptions for 56 yards in the first half. That was a look at the first half scores and also some of the individual numbers as well for both sides of the field, with your Trojans leading 14-7 on the ACS Roofing halftime show over Dickinson State University. A lot of activity here around the DSU Fieldhouse and also here at Trojan Field later on this afternoon. The Dakota State University women's volleyball team will be taking on University of Jamestown, who's ranked number 19 in the nation. First service set for 4 p.m. Their annual Dig Pink match will also be later on this afternoon. Then also Dakota State University men's basketball getting their season started later on tonight. They're hosting the Dakota State University tournament with a couple of other colleges coming into today's contest. Doane University will be taking on Presentation College in the first game, while the Dakota State men's basketball team will be taking on Oak Hills Christian College later on tonight over at the DSU Fieldhouse. So we're going to take another break. When we come back, we'll take a look at second half adjustments that both teams are going to have to make, as this is the ACS Roofing halftime show. Your Dakota State University Trojans lead 14-7 on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard over Dickinson State. We'll be back in 3 minutes on your home for Trojan football, Jammin' Country 103.
Stands, men's and women's.
And women's apparel in downtown Madison. Be sure to check out their selection of men's and women's Under Armour and Columbia Omni Tech jackets. In for a limited time at Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel in downtown Madison. Save 20% on men's Nunn Bush shoes. That's at Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel in downtown Madison. Shop Stan's where service comes first.
Fashions that make a statement. Stands, men's and women's apparel.
Heartland Consumers Power District would like to wish the Dakota State Trojans good luck this season. This is Casey Crabtree, Heartland's Director of Economic Development. I'm excited to work with businesses here in Madison to help them grow and thrive. If you're looking to expand your business or in need of low-interest financing, give me a call at 256-6536. Heartland is proud to deliver reliable energy and services to the city of Madison. We believe in the power of forward thinking and want to be your trusted community partner and leader in our industry. Good luck, Trojans.
Great Western Bank is your local hometown bank and the nation's 8th largest ag lender. We offer sophisticated services from investments to cash management and the financial power for specialized lending without limits. Our focus on relationships means we get to know our customers and businesses. Great Western Bank provides our customers with the right financial tools and products for success, so you can be greater with Great Western Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Mustang Seeds, your proven leader with proven performance for over 53 years. Providing top-notch service that area producers have come to expect, Mustang Seeds provides the service and products to maximize yields and quality harvest. Mustang Seeds is the best choice for having your farming operation succeed. Contact your seed expert today at Mustang Seeds, 605-256-6529, or online at mustangseeds.com.
You can count on our seeds year after year, planting your future. Mustang Seeds.
Bring your friends, bring your family to Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison. Stadium Sports Grill is 18 flat screen TV, so you never miss any of your favorite team's game action. Pool tables and full menu of great food and your favorite cold beverage on tap. Stadium Sports Grill also has 50-cent wing Wednesdays from 5 to 10 p.m., a breakfast buffet on Saturday only, and starting September 7th, Stadium Sports Grill will have a tailgate bar every Sunday. Stadium Sports Grill, your home for great food, cold drinks, and your favorite sports team.
It's a great destination anytime. The Hillside Steakhouse and Blue Cabana Bar on the southeast side of Lake Madison. There's a full menu that includes steaks, seafoods, gourmet burgers, roasted chicken, plus prime rib every Friday and Saturday night. The Hillside is also your home for parties, events, and live music. Make sure to check their Facebook page for the latest attractions. There's always something special happening at the Hillside Steakhouse and Blue Cabana Bar.
It's worth the drive to the hillside.
Welcome back to the Helena Broadcast booth from Trojan Field in Madison. It is ACS Roofing halftime show where your Dakota State University Trojans lead Dickinson State University 14-7 on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. Before we get to talking about your second half adjustments, let's go ahead and call out our Sporties shout out this week. The score as of right now is 14-7 on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. You take that score and you email us kjamsports@gmail.com from now until the end of the broadcast. One winner is going to be chosen for a $10 gift card to Sporties in Madison. It is Saturday, so Sporties Bar and Grill in Madison on the corner of Egan Avenue and 1st Street in Madison has our $8 Chislick basket and fries open Monday through Saturday 4 until close. Daily food and drink specials at Sporties in Madison. Again, our score 14-7. All you got to do is just email that score to kjamsports@gmail.com. From now until the end of the broadcast, you'll be entered in for a $10 gift card to Sporties in Madison. We'll announce the winner tomorrow morning on our social media pages on Facebook. That's facebook.com/KJAM Radio. And also on Twitter, all you got to do is follow us at KJAM Radio. Talking to you about second half adjustments for both teams, starting first with your Dakota State University Trojans. Really a big thing that they're going to have to keep their eye on as well. Limit some of those plays along the sidelines for Dickinson State University and also stick with the play at the same time. Hayden Gibson's been able to find a couple of receivers open at the last possible second and also escape some pressure from the Trojans in the process to get themselves some big plays down the field, which have kept them in this contest so far. And both teams as well not afraid to go for it on 4th down, as both teams so far in this contest have combined 1 for 4 on 4th down, especially in the punting game as well. You never know when the next time you'll get the football. So far today, only 2 punts have been kicked, that being on the Dickinson State side of the field, as they have been the only ones that have attempted a punt today, especially on a cold day like today. Temperature only around about 40 degrees or so. It's like going to be kicking like a cinder block for Dickinson State University and also for the punters at the same time. Are going to have to be able to keep up the protection for Jacob Josino in the first half. A lot of those sacks, 3 of them to be exact, are all the sacks that have been handed out today by Dickinson State were on plays where it took 5, maybe 6 seconds for them to get rid of the football for Dakota State. And when they've been able to get pressure on Jaws, it's been in situations like that where the pocket has just kind of collapsed and also no play has been made down the field, especially with this defensive backcourt for the Blue Hawks, very stout and also very likely to take the football away from Dakota State, as they are able so far this season, looking at some of the numbers, 10 interceptions from the 4 starting defensive backs for the Blue Hawks in this contest as well. Both teams making their way back out onto the field, getting stretched and warmed up for this second half. A pivotal game here in the North Star Athletic Association Conference standings. If Dickinson State loses today, it'll be via a tiebreaker, and if both teams win out the rest of their season, Dakota State would win the conference title. They need to take care of this second half here from Trojan Field as well. And also another key to the game in the second half, Dakota State's got to be able to continue to run the football very effectively in that first half. 129 yards rushing, and also both running backs as well, that being not Jacob Giles, but also Brody Frederickson getting 73 rushing yards. Hagen Hines getting a hard-fought 42 yards in that first half. Going to be a big key in the second half as well. Just a few minutes away from the start of the second half, we'll take our final break as we wrap up our ACS Roofing halftime show, brought to you by ACS Roofing in Madison. Just call Jeremiah today for all your business or your business or home needs with ACS Roofing in Madison at 270-1299. Don't forget our sporty shout out this week. All you got to do is just email the score 14-7 and you will be entered in for a chance to win a $10 gift card. All you got to do is just email the score 14-7 to kjamsports@gmail.com. You'll be entered in for a $10 gift card to Sporties in Madison. Our final break coming up, second half action just moments away. We'll take a 2-minute break. We'll be back with your second half. Dakota State University leads Dickinson State University 14-7 on the Sunshine Food scoreboard. Back in 2 minutes on Jammin' Country 103.
Enjoy fall in the sports season with Second Street Diner. Take a break traveling to and from sporting events and warm up from the fall air with a warm bowl of chili or homemade soups from Second Street Diner. Also offering brunch every Sunday and breakfast served all day, every day. Or how about a burger for breakfast or breakfast for lunch? Second Street Diner make you what you want, when you want it. Good luck to DSU, Madison, and all area schools in the 2017 football season from Second Street Diner.
Second Street Diner.
You've heard businesses talk about being locally owned, that they've been around for years. At Bob's Electric, that's all true. Bob's Electric is locally owned and has been in business since 1951. Bob's Electric is here to stay for all your electrical needs, whether it's farm, commercial, industrial, or residential. Call Bob's Electric at 256-6828. Serving Howard, Canova, Madison, and the surrounding area. Bob's Electric, plugged into all your needs. At Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel in downtown Madison, be sure to check out their selection of men's and women's Under Armour and Columbia Omni Tech jackets. In for a limited time at Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel in downtown Madison, save 20% on men's none-bush shoes. That's at Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel in downtown Madison. Shop Stan's where service comes first.
Fashions that make a statement. Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel.
Heartland Consumers Power District would like to wish the Dakota State Trojans good luck this season. This is Casey Crabtree, Heartland's Director of Economic Development. I'm excited to work with businesses here in Madison to help them grow and thrive. If you're looking to expand your business or in need of low interest, 56-6536. Heartland is proud to deliver reliable energy and services to the city of Madison. We believe in the power of forward thinking and want to be your trusted community partner and leader in our industry. Good luck, Trojans.
And welcome back to the Helena broadcast booth from Trojan Field in Madison. The score reads 14-7 on the Sunshine Food scoreboard. Your Dakota State University Trojans lead by that score over Dickinson State University, a top 25 national matchup here today from Trojan Field in Madison. My name is Paul Volde. You are back here as the voice of the Trojans all season long on Jammin' Country 103. Second half action just moments away. Dakota State won the toss it was Dickinson State who won the toss and elected to defer to the second half. So the Blue Hawks are going to get the football coming out of the halftime locker room. It will be back deep to receive Chase Anderson along with number 14 Javonte Oliphant. Back deep to receive the kick from the Blue Hawks as Brandon Ratcliffe will be doing the kicking for the Trojans. Will be kicking left to right on your radio dial on Jammin' Country 103 and also on your computer screen at AmazingMadison.com. We thank you for listening to today's matchup and sticking with us all season long as well. And for those tuning in through the live stream on our website at AmazingMadison.com, we certainly hope you've enjoyed today's contest and our coverage all season long. It'll be a high sideways kick brought in by Oliphant right at his own 3-yard line. Brings it out to the 15 to the 20s, up to the 20. Falling for it, an ankle tackle by a Trojan. That being looks like number 42 for the Trojans. That is actually not number 42. It is number 42, but don't even have his name. Actually, here it is, looking at the wrong roster. It's Jacob Holt. He makes the tackle for the Trojans, and it will be first down and 10 for the Dickinson State Blue Hawks, up to about their own, looks like 24-yard line for the Blue Hawks. You know, you try and look at one roster, and then you realize you're on the wrong one. The redshirt freshman defensive back, Jacob Holt, out of Canton, South Dakota, will be a first down handoff for the Blue Hawks, and the running back, Karsten Mack Jr., about an 8-yard run on first down. Nice run for him. A couple of arm tackles shaken away by Mack, and he'll get all the way up to about the 32-yard line. A second down coming up for the Blue Hawks, who totaled in that first half 154 yards in total offense in that first half, about half as much as the Trojans did as well. Another handoff to Mack on second down, over to the right side, fighting his way forward, just beyond the 35, very close, and he will get it by about a yard and a half. A GSN insurance first down for the offense for Dickinson State. And that's one thing that was sorely missed in the first half for Dickinson, is the rushing attack, as last week it was Mack rushing for over 100 yards on 15 carries for a touchdown as well. Deontay Dixon also had 2 touchdowns in that victory over Jamestown as well. Another handoff to Mack, this time running off the right side, gets a couple blocks downfield. In on the tackle looks like John Trout and a whole bunch of other Trojans. Ryan Dozier in on the tackle as well for about a 3-yard carry for, looks like about now, actually, they'll mark him up all the way to the 40. About a 5-yard carry for Carson Mack. There's been 3 running plays for Dickinson to get themselves up with 1 first down to start off this drive here in the second half, as they are down 14-7 right now. Now 3 receivers are out towards the left side for Hayden Gibson, and Mack will move to the shotgun with Gibson, handing him the football. It'll be right at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle, Darby Neal, and a ball put down on the ground right as the whistle blew. Darby Neal and Ryan Dozier in on the tackle, but it looked like Darby Neal was looking to strip the football away, but the ball was recovered by Mack, as literally the ball was dropping out of the air, or out of the hands of Mack as the whistle was blowing, but it will be third down, about 3 yards to go for Dickinson State. Now Deontay Dixon will check into the game. He'll come into that running back spot, a little bit more oomph from Dixon, with 3 receivers out, 2 to the left and 1 to the right for Hayden Gibson. He'll go back to pass, looking towards his left side. He's got Randy Ivy open. He will complete the pass right at midfield, and it will be caught for another first down, and another third down conversion for Dickinson. Now making it 2 for 6 today on third down are the Blue Hawks, all the way into Trojan territory at the 48-yard line. First down and 10 for Dickinson State. About 12:20 to play and counting downward here in this third quarter. Dickinson State getting the football right out of the locker room, and they are going to come out with 3 receivers on the right side for Hayden Gibson, and Carson Mack Jr. checks back into the game. It'll be a handoff, faking the handoff, pump fake, looking down over the middle for a receiver. Play broken down. He will be tackled for about a 2-yard loss. Ball put down on the ground at the same time, but it looks like Hayden Gibson was the one who recovered, and depending on who comes out with the football and says who was down, Hayden Gibson took a bit of a shot as he was coming down with it at the same time, and it looks like the officiating crew signals that Dickinson State came out with the football, and it looks like Hayden Gibson is no worse for the wear, kind of wrenching out that right shoulder. Might have came down a little bit awkwardly on that right shoulder, as it was John Trout, even Kurt Bakey coming through for the tackle. About a 2-yard carry on the broken play for Hayden Gibson, as he'll come out in the pistol set, and Dixon, I should say, in the backfield. 1 receiver to each side. It'll be a handoff to Deontay Dixon, running right up the middle through a wall of Trojans, gets up to about the 30. Another ball put down on the ground. Are they going to signal that the Trojans came out with it? And it looks like a scrum for it right at about the 43-yard line. And who comes out with it? The referee is going to signal. Quite possibly it will keep with Dickinson State. That's back-to-back plays that the Trojans been punching at that football. LeVar Colbert and even John Trout right in the middle of the action. And also seeing Darby Neal and Kurt Bakey on that defensive line, getting their action and getting their licks in with 10 minutes to go here in this third quarter, opening drive of this third quarter 3rd down and 5 for Dickinson. They're going to send 5 receivers out. Hayden Gibson, the lone man in the backfield. Evanick is going to come in motion from the left towards the right side. Gibson back to pass, looking to set himself up, rolling towards his right, going to complete the pass to Randy Ivy, tackled by Ryan Dozier, and it will be for a GSN Insurance first down. Back-to-back 3rd down conversions for the Blue Hawks. Will move the ball up to about the 37-yard line of Dakota State. Gibson looking at between plays here, just a little bit gingerly on those legs. Might still trying to be working out that right shoulder of his. And he'll have 5 receivers out once again. Evanick will come over from the left side towards the right. Gibson, the lone man in the backfield from the shotgun. He'll go back to pass once again, rolling towards his right. He's going to find Ivy in stride, connected, and pass is caught. It will be a tackle by Hunter Smith, another senior for this Trojan defensive unit, and very close. It looks like about an 8-yard pass in connection from Gibson to Ivy, as Ivy had to go up and make the catch as well, using that frame of his, listed at 5'11", used all that 5'11". 2nd down and 2 for Dickinson State. Looking over to the sideline now after a bit of a hard count from Gibson. 2 receivers are out toward, and Jordan Walker in at the tight end spot on the right side of the line of scrimmage. Now we'll switch over to gun. Evanick's going to come in motion from the left towards the right side. Mack will take the handoff. He'll bounce his way from the right side, cut it back towards the middle, fighting his way just inside the Case IH red zone, and will make it a first down as well. A GSN Insurance first down from about the 30-yard line all the way down to about the 17, make that the 18-yard line for a GSN Insurance first down, brought to you by GSN Insurance of Madison. Scott and Nancy Gusto today. They are located at 215 North Egan Avenue. Hayden Gibson, now he's going to have 3 receivers out. He'll have 3 to his left side and a double tight end package on the right side of the line of scrimmage. He'll hand off to Carson Mack. Down to the goal line and touchdown. He bounced off a couple of tacklers and went right to the end zone. An 18-yard touchdown run for Karsten Mack Jr. And it looked like Mayhew stumbled his way to about the 10, bounced off a Trojan defender, and scooted his way all the way into the end zone. Now our score is 14-13 on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. Now going to go with a bit of a crazy formation on quite possibly a 2-point attempt. Now they're going to bring everybody back in to set up for the extra point. It will be Cody Johnson out on the field to do the kicking for the Blue Hawks. Snap is good, hold is down, it goes up. It looks like it did, and our score is tied. First drive of the second half is successful for Dickinson State. 14-14 our score on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Jammin' Country 103.
Exceed your proven leader with proven performance for over 53 years. Service that area producers have come to expect. Mustang Seeds provides the service and products to maximize yields and quality harvest. Mustang Seeds is the best choice for having your farming operation succeed. Contact your seed expert today at Mustang Seeds, 605-256-6529, or online at mustangseeds.com.
You can count on our seeds year after year, planting your future. Mustang Seeds.
Back on Jammin' Country FM 103. It is 8:41 on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. The second half got off to a good start for Dickinson State University. Their first drive out of the locker room, an 18-yard touchdown run from Karsten Mack Jr. as Cody Johnson will kick the football off to a couple of Trojans. It'll be a high end-over-end kick. Mason Layton's going to field it right at the 25, spinning his way to about the 27 before being tackled by a couple of, looks like a couple of Blue Hawks in the process. Number 59 quite possibly in on the tackle. That's Chris Gartner once again on the special teams unit. Up to about 8:41 to go here in this third quarter. First down and 10 from about the 37. The Trojans will start off with the football, first down and 10. Again, their first drive coming out of the locker room for the Trojans, but Brody Frederickson absent on this play. He will be over on the sideline with Hagen Hines in the backfield on first down. It'll be a handoff to Hagen, running off the left side. He'll get his way up to about the 38 for about a 1-yard carry before tackled by a couple of Blue Hawks. Play broke down on the left side as a couple of linemen over there on the left side. That includes senior David Reilly and Dante Randall, I should say. unfortunately unable to shake off a couple of tacklers. 14-14 is our score. Second down at about 9 yards ago from the 29 of Dakota State. Giles will go back to pass, looking towards his right side, trying to find Opdahl, but triple covered and also just a little bit short on the throw. Will be incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 9 for your Trojans as they are continuing to work left to right on your radio dial on Jammin' Country 103 and also on your computer screens at amazingmadison.com. It will side for Giles and one to the left in that pistol set. Hagen Hines in the backfield. Giles will snap the football. He'll go back to pass, looking towards his right, he's going to throw one down along the sideline. Look for Mason Layton. A little bit of tangle up with Kane Boshi, or actually along with Thomas Cease. It will be incomplete. The Trojans are going to have to punt the football for the first time today, and it'll be a 3-and-out forced by the Dickinson State defense. Bit of a lackluster start to the second half for the Trojans. A 3-and-out defensive or offensively to start off this second half. And back deep to receive the punt from Caden Height will be Dylan Scabo. Caden Height will stand about his own 15-yard line. Scabo will stand about his own 35. Height averaging about 45 yards per punt this year. Scabo's going to fair catch it right to about his own 38, and it will be a first down for the Dickinson State offense right at their own 38-yard line. First down and 10 for the Blue Hawks. So just in a blink of an eye, Dickinson State has the football once again after a drive that went all the way down to the 18-yard line. Then Karsten Mack took a handoff, ran right through the middle, bounced off a couple of tacklers, and found himself in the end zone for the second time today as our score remains 14-14 on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. Dakota State's defense getting a couple of chances to make a couple big differences as Hayden Gibson will start out in the shotgun. He'll fake the handoff to Mack, rolling towards his right side, looking for a receiver downfield just beyond the reach of Daedric Kibbe and also Seth Evanick as they are looking for the senior receiver was Gibson, as he had good protection around him, did Hayden Gibson. 7:51 to play, clock stop on the incompletion. Second down and 10 from the Blue Hawks. So far today, total offense now up to 232 yards of total offense. Two receivers at each side for Gibson. It'll be a handoff to Mack off the right side. Slipping off the arm tackle was Mack of Kurt Bakey, fighting his way forward to about the 42. In on the tackle looks like John Trout along with Bailey Edwards getting in the middle of the tackle of Karsten Mack Jr. Ball will be now 3rd down and maybe about 6 yards ago from about the 42-yard line of Dickinson State. They're going to mark the football right at the 42-yard line, forcing a couple of defensive linemen for Dakota State to back up. 3rd down in about now 5 yards ago. 42-yard line of Dickinson State. 3 receivers to the left side. Now one coming in motion towards the right side for Hayden Gibson. Deontay Dixon in the backfield. Gibson back to pass, plenty of time, looking for Dixon along the sideline, juggles it, goes out of bounds, and it looks like not even a flag, just a hat thrown along the sideline, as it was quite possibly an illegal touching by the receiver. And it looks like the defense will force a punt coming up here, as a little bit of confusion on both sides of the field. The punting team will come out for Dickinson and Dakota State, as Hunter Johnson will come out to punt for about the 3rd time today. Now make it, yes, the 3rd time today for Hunter Johnson, as Brendan Waltner will stand at his own 27-yard line. Hunter Johnson stands at his own at 26. So 3 now both ways on these last 2 drives by both defenses will give another opportunity for Dickinson State to punt the football. Seen a little movement on that line of scrimmage from the Trojans as Hunter Johnson, they're going to fake the punt. Hunter Johnson's going to roll out. He's going to get to the 40. He's at midfield. He will get the first down into Trojan territory, blown up on the sideline. It will be a tackle by Brendan Waldner, and the punter gets himself a GSN Insurance first down. What a call by Coach Stanton and the special teams unit to get a GSN Insurance first down after the fake punt by Hunter Johnson. 150-pound freshman punter out of Bismarck gets a big first down for his offense. Ball will be at the 39-yard line of Dakota State. A little bit of excitement along the DSU sideline as well. Whole bunch of Blue Hawks were over on the sideline as well. Thought things might have broken down with 6.5 minutes to go here in this third quarter. It'll be a handoff to Mack off the right side, barreled over by Marcus Vandenbosch. It'll be about a 6-yard carry on first down for Karsten Mack Jr., who's now up to about 100 yards rushing, make it 102 on 16 carries with 2 rushing touchdowns. Majority of those yards coming here in this second half as the rushing attack for Dickinson State starting to take over with 6 minutes to play here in this third quarter. Karsten Mack will be taking another handoff. He'll cut it over towards the left side, now back towards the middle. He's up to the 25, down inside the 20, fighting his way down to the 10-yard line. Another GSN Insurance first down for Dickinson State after the running attack of Karsten Mack Jr. We talked about it during our ACS Roofing halftime show. If Dickinson State was going to be able to get their offense going in the second half, they're going to have to get Karsten Mack Jr. running, and they've done that. He'll check out for this play, and it will be Deontay Dixon checking into the backfield for the Blue Hawks. 14-14 is our score. Only score here in this third quarter has been an 18-yard rushing touchdown for Mack of Dickinson State. Dixon will take the handoff, running right up the middle, all the way down inside the Case IH red zone to about the 8-yard line. And of course, the Case IH red zone brought to you by Lake County International, West Highway 34 in Madison. Find reliable Case IH equipment for your farming operations today at Lake County International on West Highway 34 in Madison. Now 5 minutes to play here in this third quarter. Trojans have had the football for one time, and it was a 3-and-out, and the Blue Hawks offense has had the football for a good chunk of change here in this third quarter. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Now Evanek will switch on over to the right side. Gibson's going to roll out towards his right, looking for Evanek in the back of the end zone. Did he bring down the football? It will be caught for a touchdown, just reaching beyond the arm of Deidrick Kibbe. Seth Evanek brings down the touchdown, and 20-14 is now a score on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. As it was Hayden Gibson rolling out towards his right side, dropped in one to his receiver Evanek for a touchdown, now making it Seth Evanek's reception of the season. Cody Johnson will come out to kick the extra point for the Blue Hawks, I should say. Kick is up. It is good. 21-14 is now our score on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. Dickinson with their first lead of the game. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Jammin' Country 103.
Destination anytime, the Hillside Steakhouse and Blue Cabana Bar on the southeast side of Lake Madison. There's a full menu that includes steaks, seafoods, gourmet burgers, roasted chicken, plus prime rib every Friday and Saturday night. The Hillside is also your home for parties, events, and live music. Make sure to check their Facebook page for the latest attractions. There's always something special happening at the Hillside Steakhouse and Blue Cabana Bar.
It's worth the drive to the hillside.
Starting with the women's game at 4 p.m. and men's game at 6 p.m. That's next weekend at the Sanford Community.
Back here on Jammin' Country 103. Our score now 21-14 on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. Dickinson State University now with a lead over the Dakota State University Trojans from Trojan Field in Madison. It was an 8-yard touchdown pass from Hayden Gibson to Seth Evanek to make our score 21-14. That drive also being set up after a fake punt from Hunter Johnson. It'll be a high end over end kick to Mason Layton at his own 15. He will field the kick up to about the 25. Make sure he hangs onto the football just shy of the 22. It'll be first down and 10 for Dakota State University. Their only drive here in this third quarter was a 3-and-out. The offense for the Trojans looking to get started here in this third quarter, and they went to a couple of runs to start off, and they went for about 1 yard or so and tried to throw a pass over to Austin Opdahl. They had great success with that in the first half, but it fell incomplete at the ankles of the wide receiver, the record breaker wide receiver. They'll go handoff on first down. Giles will find Brody Frederickson all the way up to about the 27 and getting about a 6-yard carry on first down for Brody Frederickson, who came off the field for a good chunk of time in that first half after he was going out of bounds on a big run and got rolled up on some of those mats on the far side of the field. with 4:13 to go and counting downward. And second down and 4 for the Trojans at their own 27-yard line. Giles will go another handoff to Brody on second down, fighting his way forward, very close to a face mask penalty. They're going to call nothing. Needed 4 yards to get it. Brody gets 5 and very close, and it will be quite possibly for a GSN Insurance first down. Looks like the officiating crew is signaling for another GSN Insurance first down. Brought to you by GSN Insurance of Madison. No count too big or too small. We like them all. That is 215 North Egan Avenue in Madison. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Giles as he'll stand in the pistol. He'll go back to pass, looking towards his left side for Opdahl. Pass is broken up by number 23, Jay Liggins, the junior defensive back out of Bismarck, North Dakota. As Opdahl and Liggins matching up physically and also in playmaking ability this year, as Liggins this year has 3 interceptions for 24 tackles and also a fumble recovery, as this defensive back core for the Blue Hawks likes to take the football away. Second down and 10. Taking the handoff will be Hagen Hines, fighting his way forward. He busts off about maybe 5 yards on a play, as the slip tackle from number 7, Elijah Staten, was the one that slowed up the progress of Hagen Hines as he stays into this game in the running back spot. Waldner and also Trevor Listman are out on the field towards the left side for Giles. It will be Austin Opdahl working one-on-one with Jay Liggins on the right side for play. Giles will go back to pass, looking towards his left for Waldner. Or make that Listman. It will be caught, and it looks like they dropped the football. Did Listman, and will be incomplete. It will set up 4th down about 4 yards. 4th down and 6 yards to go. Punt team will come back out onto the field for Dakota State. So after getting a first down, making that the 17th first down on this drive, the Trojans are forced to punt once again, the second time here in this second half for Caden Height. Back deep to receive will be number 82, Dylan Scabo. It'll be a high end-over-end kick from Height as he gets down all the way down to about the 25, and he'll fall forward as he had to go back and hits him off the face mask, but it looked like Scabo tried to make a return. He's going to be marked down about the 23, maybe the 24-yard line. So nice punt from Caden Height once again to get the Trojans back deep, or the Blue Hawks, I should say, get them back deep. They're going to mark the ball right at the 24 of Dickinson State. 2:42 to play here in this third quarter. Other than just 2 rushing touchdowns in this second half by Dickinson State, that's been just about it. A couple of big plays down the field, just kind of grinding away with the football. Dickinson State has gone to the ground attack, which they'll go back to the passing game. Gibson is going to cork one down the sideline, caught by his receiver. He's going to get all the way up to about the 42, 43-yard line. That was caught by number 80. That's Nick Cottrey. For the first time today, we've called his name.
Number 80, Nick Cottrey.
A junior wide receiver for the Blue Hawks, all the way up to about the 42, make that the 47-yard line of their own 47. So about a 24-yard catch for Cottrey for the first time today. He's been one of the top receivers for Dickinson this year. As they'll go back to a 3-receiver set to the left side, it'll be a handoff to Mack, running up the middle. He'll fight his way to midfield, all the way down to about the 49-yard line of DSU, of Dakota State, I should say, as both universities are DSU. They're going to mark it all the way to the 48-yard line of the Trojans. Now the rushing attack for Dakota State, and also actually the rushing attack for Dickinson State, starting to take over here in this second half. Now up to 135 rushing yards, and a big chunk of those coming here in this third quarter alone. 1:37 to go here in your third. 31-14 lead for Dickinson State. Second down and 5 from Mack, running out the right side, tackled at the line of scrimmage, fighting his way forward. Karsten Mack Jr., John Montana Jackson, along with Kurt Bakey, in on the tackle. First time we've gotten to call Montana Jackson. Love saying that name as well. 1:06 to go here in this third quarter. Blue Hawks taking their time with this football. Make sure that everything is where it is. Third down and 4 from the 48, now down to the 47-yard line of Dakota State. It'll be Mack in the is going to go in motion from the right side back over to the left. Gibson's going to go back to pass, looking towards his left side. Off the hands of Seth Evanek with Danny Jordan in the rear view mirror of Evanek. Will be an incomplete pass. It'll be 4th down and about 4 yards to go from the 47. And the punt team's going to come out onto the field to try to pin Dakota State back deep. Now, last time Dickinson State brought out the punt team, they brought out a fake punt, and it was the punter, Hunter Johnson, getting himself a good chunk of change. As the umpire stopping the momentum of Dickinson State to allow and get their substitutions. It'll be a good snap right to Johnson. It'll be a high spiraling kick, and it'll bounce right in front of Brendan Wallner as he watched it get away down inside to about the 12-yard line. Hunter Johnson just laying an egg inside the 15 to about the 12, and Dakota State's offense will come out onto the field. 1st down and 10 up from their own 12-yard line. Dakota State's offense here in this 3rd quarter, only 1 first down, and with only about 32 seconds remaining, couple of plays, and we'll head to the 4th quarter with Dakota State trailing by only 1 score. The Trojans will come out. Jacob Giles led this offense game, 194 passing yards, 2 touchdowns as well, both going to Austin Opdahl here on Senior Day. 2 receivers to the right side for Giles, 1 to the left. Hagen Hines in the backfield. He'll take the handoff on 1st down over to left side. Up to about the 15, fighting his way still to about the 16, driven backwards, and he escapes at the last possible second. He was breaking a tackle as the whistle was blown dead, or the play was blown dead, and it looks like with about 14 seconds to go and counting downward, the Trojans may just want this one to wind all the way down. Deficit going into the 4th quarter for your Trojans. 21-14 our score on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. Dickinson leads Dakota State heading into the final quarter of action from Trojan Field this season. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Jammin' Country 103.
Enjoy fall and sports season with 2nd Street Diner. Take a break traveling to and from sporting events and warm up from the fall air with a warm bowl of chili or homemade soups from 2nd Street Diner. Also offering brunch every Sunday and breakfast served all day, every day. Or how about a burger for breakfast or breakfast for lunch? 2nd Street Diner to make it what you want, when you want it. Good luck to DSU, Madison, and all the area schools in the 2017 football season from 2nd Street Diner.
2nd Street Diner.
Again, that's true.
Back on Jammin' Country FM 103. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for Dakota State University at their own 12-yard line. It looks like for the Trojans are up to now about the 16-yard line, I should say, as the Trojan offense down by 1 score, 21-14 on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. Dickinson State coming out of the halftime locker room, 2 drives and 2 touchdowns. It'll be 2nd down and 5 from the 16. Free play on the play. They're going to blow the whistle dead, and it looks like an offside penalty as one of the defensive linemen for the Blue Hawks got a little bit excited. Looks like it was Josh Kaivi, the defensive lineman out of Alaska. And they're going to call offensive. It'll be a false start against the Trojans, it looks like. So they're going to back them up 5 yards. And they're going to reset the game clock to officially 15 minutes as well, as our game clock operator, assistant basketball coach for the Trojan men's basketball team, Mike Larson, getting himself some work today. He's got a busy night ahead of him as well with the Dakota State men's basketball tournament, as Giles will go back to pass, aiming downfield, looking for Waldner. He's wide open at the 45 to the 50. At the 45 of Dickinson, cuts it back to the far sideline, up to the 40, slips another tackle, and a little bit of ingenuity on both sides of the play. Brendan Waldner, a GSN Insurance first down, and for a big gain for the Trojans, all the way up to about the 35-yard line of Dickinson State University, as Giles just pointed, go that way, and he found it, Waldner wide open. Defensive back also slipped off the coverage of the receiver, Brendan Waldner, for a GSN Insurance first down. Dickinson 34, caught by Mason Layton all the way down to the 30. It will be for about a 4-yard completion and falling forward to about the 29, it looks like, for Mason Layton in the receiver spot. 4 receivers out on the field for Giles. Hagen Hines in the backfield for Dakota State. Going to go strictly with 5 linemen here on this play. Once again, 2 receivers to each side for Giles. Hagen Hines in the backfield in that pistol set. Second down and about 4 yards ago from the 29 of Dickinson State. Giles with 2 receivers out to each side. They're going to take the handoff to Hagen, running right up the middle. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and fall backwards as he was popped right at the line of scrimmage by Sifa Villa. And also number, looks like 93 for Dickinson. That is Mitch Merrer. Now making it 13:30 to play here in this fourth quarter. 3rd down and 4 from about the 29-yard line of Dickinson State. 2 receivers still out to each side for Dakota State. Seeing a little pressure come over from the left side of the line of scrimmage for Giles. He'll peek over to the sideline and quite possibly change the play. Still in a pistol set. Hagen Hines in the backfield. Giles will go back to pass, looking towards his left, now back towards the right, looking for Lighton. He's got him inside the Case IH red zone, spins down to about the 6-yard line. A GSN Insurance first down, and back inside the Case IH red zone. The pitch and catch from Giles to Layton makes it another GSN Insurance first down, brought to you by GSN Insurance of Madison, and also inside the Case IH red zone for your Trojans. Once again, brought to you by Lake County International, West Highway 34. 12:43 to go and counting downward in this fourth quarter. First down and goal from the 6-yard line. There'll be 2 receivers to the left side for Giles, 1 to the right. Hagen Hines in the backfield. They're going to hand it off to Hagen, pounding his way down to about the 5, driven backwards and still fighting forwards right to the 5-yard line for Hagen Hines. A 1-yard carry on first down. And Hagen Hines will make it 2nd down and goal from about the 5-yard line. And Dakota State taking their time getting this play call in as Giles heads all the way over from the huddle, which is on the far side of the right. They'll be on the far hash mark to the sideline to get the play call in from Coach Anderson and Coach Nelson. And we'll set up 2nd down and goal from the 5-yard line. Giles will bring out now 4 receivers. He'll be the lone man in the backfield. Giles standing in the shotgun. Could be a designed run. He'll go back to pass, actually. He'll throw over to left, looking for Galloway just beyond his reach, as he would have had to been able to bring that one down in bounds. It goes incomplete. With 11:48 to go, it is now 3rd down and goal from the 5-yard line. To dig deep into the bag of tricks here to punch this one into the end zone. From the Hell No broadcast booth, this is Paul Vold on Dakota State University Trojan football. 21-14 is our score. Dickinson State down. It was 14-7 at the half. The Blue Hawks have scored twice in the 3rd quarter. It was back-to-back scoring drives in 2 series in that set. 2 scoring drives out of 3 in the 3rd quarter for the Blue Hawks. 3rd down and goal. Man going in motion is Austin Opdahl over to left side. Giles back to pass, pointing his finger and looking to set up a play. Rolling towards his left. He's going to throw back over the middle, looking for an interception. Off the hands of a defensive back as Mitchell Galloway was looking to bring that one in for the Trojans. It is incomplete, and will bring in the kicking unit for the Trojans. Now make it 4th down and goal from the 5-yard line. Bryn Ratcliffe will come out back onto the field for the 2nd time today. First attempt around the same area on the field. It was at the 5-yard line, but the kick would eventually got blocked by the defensive line of Dickinson State. Another 22-yard attempt. This time he'll be kicking towards the west end zone. It'll be a 22-yard attempt. Snap is down, kick is up, it gets through. Did it sneak in the right upright? It does, and it is 21-17 our score on the Sunshine Food scoreboard. Dakota State comes out with points with 11:33 to go here in this 4th quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Jammin' Country 103.
Bring your friends, bring your family to Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison. Stadium Sports Grill is 18 flat screen TV, so you never miss any of your favorite team's game action. Pool tables and full menu of great food and your favorite cold beverage on tap. Stadium Sports Grill also has 50-cent wing Wednesdays from 5 to 10 p.m., a breakfast buffet on Saturday only, and starting September 7th, Stadium Sports Grill will have a tailgate bar every Sunday. Stadium Sports Grill, your home for great food, cold drinks, and your favorite sports team.
Back on Jammin' Country FM 103. Bryn Ratcliffe with another field goal, making it 22 yards out. A 21-17 deficit for Dakota State University as Ratcliffe will kick off the ensuing kick to Oliphant or also Chase Anderson back deep to receive this kick from the Blue Hawks. It'll be Anderson fielding the kick inside his own 10-yard line. He's up to the 15 to the 20, cuts it up to the 25. Ball put down on the ground by Mike McAllister, and it looks like maybe they recovered it or no, depending on who goes to. It was Mike McAllister forcing the fumble, and it looks like he's going to stay with Dickinson State University. Mike McAllister this year has been able to force a lot of fumbles. It'll be first down and 10 for Dickinson at their own 27-yard line. And speaking of Mike McAllister, in that game against Mayville State and a few weeks ago back here at Trojan Field, he literally forced a fumble just by ripping the ball out of the hands of a Mayville State running back. It'll be first down and 10 for the Blue Hawks at their own 27. Handoff to Carson Mack Jr. running right up the middle up to about the 31 for about a 4-yard carry on first down. Now will be about 11-13 to go here in this fourth quarter. Dickinson State just trying to work the clock as much as they can and also continue to move the football down the field. A couple of players will check in and out on both sides. Looks like a new running back coming in. That's Paxton Miller, listed at number 33, listed as a fullback for the Blue Hawks. Carson Mack still in the backfield for the Blue Hawks, and it looks like a timeout quite possibly, or we're looking for an official on the far side of the field. The line judge is asking to move the yard marker back where the second down marker is. Maybe just by a hair or two. Actually going to move it forward, it looks like. It'll be second down and 5 from the 31-yard line. Let's go, D! Hayden Gibson will stand in the pistol set. Mack in the backfield. A handoff to Mack. Running off the left side. Got a couple blockers downfield. Fighting his way forward to about the 40, to the 45, up to the 50. Fighting his way to the 40. He's at the 35 of Dakota State. Nobody's going to get there in time down through the Case IH red zone into the end zone. And a touchdown after about 9 missed tackles from Dakota State. And it is a 27-17 score after a big-time run, about a 69-yard touchdown run from Carson Mack Jr. And a play that should have been stopped right about midfield, but somehow Carson Mack slipped off about 8 or 9 tackles. It certainly felt like it's probably about more 4 or 5, but Carson Mack Jr. busting off a big-time run for a touchdown with 10:21 to play here in this fourth quarter. Cody Johnson out, kick will go up. It will split the uprights, and it is good. It is a 28-17 lead for Dickinson State University over your Trojans. 10:21 to play here in this fourth quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Jammin' Country 103.
Enjoy fall and sports season with Second Street Diner. Take a break traveling to and from sporting events and warm up from the fall air with a warm bowl of chili or homemade soups from Second Street Diner. Also offering brunch every Sunday and breakfast served all day, every day. Or how about a burger for breakfast or breakfast for lunch? Second Street Diner, make it what you want, when you want it. Good luck to DSU, Madison, and all the area schools in the 2017 football season from Second Street Diner.
Second Street Diner.
Back on Jammin' Country FM 103 from the Helena broadcast booth. Your Dakota State University Trojans trail 28-17 as Carson Mack Jr. busted off a 62-yard rushing touchdown as Cody Johnson will kick off the football and will go back into the end zone as he was aiming for Brendan Waldner. It will be a touchback, and the Trojans will come out with the ball first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A 62-yard rushing touchdown for Carson Mack Jr. now bringing his total today 204 rushing yards with 3 touchdowns on 21 carries as well. He's gotten pretty much a bulk of the entire action offensively in the second half for Dickinson State University that needed to get the rushing game going in the second half, and boy did they do. Just 21 remaining here in this third quarter. Or in this fourth quarter, I should say. Dakota State's offense has some work to do, down by 2 scores. Giles in the offense for your Trojans will come out first down and 10 from their own 25-yard line. It will be Two receivers towards his left side, faking the handoff to Hagen Hines, looking downfield. Giles going to go for it all on a wobbly pass, looking for Trevor Listman. It will be caught by Trevor right at the 42-yard line to the 40 of Dickinson State University. A 50-50 ball thrown in the air. The wind may have just knocked it down just slightly as Listman beat the inside coverage on the receiver, brought it down. Trevor Listman brings down a big reception for another GSN Insurance first down inside Dakota State University territory. First down and 10 from the 42 of Dickinson State. Giles will check back into the pistol set, two receivers at each side. He's going to go back to pass, looking towards his left. He's got Mason Layton, connects to the 30, all the way up to the 30-yard line for another GSN Insurance first down. A 12-yard pitch and catch from Giles to Layton for another GSN Insurance first down. 9.5 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. Dakota State's offense back out on the field and moving with some gusto. Two receivers back to each side for Giles. Hagen Hines, a lone man in the backfield with Giles. He's going to take the handoff, running off the right side, gets a big hole right through the middle, all the way down to about the 17-yard line. Hagen Hines boulder dashing his way inside the Case IH red zone, make that three straight GSN Insurance first downs, and back inside the Case IH red zone are your Trojans. Back to line of scrimmage quickly. Giles will hand it off to Hines once again off the right side, down to about the 10, all the way down to about the 6-yard line. Very close to another GSN Insurance first down. Our referee, Darren Berg, will signal another GSN Insurance first down inside the Case IH red zone, and Dakota State has the football, first down and goal to go from the 6-yard line. In a series of about 5 plays, Dakota State is in scoring distance. First down and goal to go from the 6-yard line. Giles is going to go back to pass, looking towards his right, looking for Mason Layton. Tries to bring it down after a high pass. It will be incomplete as he gets rolled up on the sideline as well against a defender, and it landed in the sand trap on the far side of the field here at Trojan Field. Layton will come over and check out of the contest, probably bringing in a tight end. Looks like Eric Gower checks into the game at the tight end spot for your Trojans. As it also looks like Alex Babcock going in with a double tight end package. Dakota State has second down and goal to go from the 6-yard line. Hagen Hines is the deep set back in the pistol set. Two receivers to the left side, Trevor Listman and Austin Opdahl. It'll be a snap right to Hagen Hines off the right side, fighting his way just inside to about the 2-yard line. And if he wasn't ankle tackled by Marino for the Blue Hawks, he probably found himself into the end zone. Daniel Marino with a game-changing tackle, now making it third down and goal to go from about the 2-yard line. Dakota State, with 8:03 and counting downward here in this fourth quarter, is down by 2 scores. Few times here in this game they've had the ball third down and goal inside the 10, have failed to convert for a touchdown. A big third down and goal from the, looks like the 2-yard line. Giles is going to hand it off to Hagen, trying to get his way back to the line of scrimmage. He will not do that. He will lose about 3 yards. Fourth down and goal, and a whole bunch of Blue Hawks in on the tackle, and the kicking unit is going to come out onto the field for the Trojans. And it looks like Bryn Ratcliffe will come out for the third time today. Ball marked all the way back to about the 6-yard line. Fourth down and goal. And it'll be about a 23-yard attempt for the kicker in Bryn Ratcliffe as the clock continues to wind down with about 7:13 to go. Snap is good, hold is down. It is blocked once again, picked up by Dickinson State right at the 12-yard line, right through the line of scrimmage was the player for Dickinson State. Looks like it was Thomas Cease, and he blocks the field goal. Will give the ball right back to Dickinson State. 7:03 to go. It will be first down and 10 for Dickinson State inside their own 15-yard line. That one was just absolutely untouched by the Blue Hawks, or the Blue Hawks just came right through that line of scrimmage and just able to get right through it as it was right into the body of Thomas Cease. It will be first down and 10 for Dickinson State at their own 14-yard line with 7:03 to go. Two receivers towards the right side for Hayden Gibson. He'll hand it off to Deontay Dixon. He'll follow his way forward to about the 14. About a 2-yard carry on first down. as Dixon was the one who handled the football with 6:53 to go. 6 minutes and 53 seconds go. Still a 28-17 lead for Dickinson State University as they continue just to grind away at the football. Dixon still in the backfield for the Blue Hawks. Two receivers this time to the left side for Hayden Gibson with a couple of tight ends in. Peeks over to the sideline. He's got plenty of time on that play clock. Now down unto about 10 seconds. Second down, about 9 yards to go from the 14-yard line. He'll take the snap. He'll hand it off to Dixon, this time off the right side. Tackled down by Kurt Bakey, and also Hunter Smith coming up in on. Now setting up about third down and long to go. Third down and 9 yards to go, right at the 14-yard line. Might have actually even lost a yard, about a half yard. Still about third down and 9. With exactly 6 minutes to play here in this third quarter. A big third down opportunity coming up for Dickinson State, and also a big third down in defense. 3 of 9 on third down today are the Dickinson State Blue Hawks. They're going to spread them out with 5 wide receivers for Hayden Gibson. Gibson is going to go back to pass. He's looking over the middle for Evanick. He will make the catch, trying to cut his way back towards the middle. He's going to be very close to a first down, depending on the spot, and he bounced off the tackle of Hunter Smith and brought down quite possibly by LeVar Colbert, and it will depend on the spot. Very close to a GSN Insurance first down. Now the officiating crew may be wise just to bring this one in, depending, just to play it safe. Our referee, Darren Berg, is going to signal to bring the chain gang in, and this could either be fourth down and 1 yard to go, or quite possibly another first down for the Dickinson State Blue Hawks, as now 3 of 10 on third down are the Blue Hawks as it currently stands, as the chain gang going to come in here from the far side of the field. Ball just off the near hash mark here at Trojan Field. Our referee, Darren Berg, is going to wait for the chain gang to get set. I don't think that they got the first down, or it looks like by a strength. They got it by a length of the football, as Dickinson State University gets the GSN Insurance first down with 5:28 to play here in this fourth quarter. 28-17 still our score. Ball is at their own, looks like about their own 25-yard line, or 24-yard line, I should say. 5:23 to go and counting downward. And the offense for Dickinson State taking their time. Still got about 17 seconds on the play clock for Dickinson. Just try to wind down that clock as much as they can as they continue to pound away at the football. 204 rushing yards for Karsten Mack Jr. as he gets an extended break, with Deontay Dixon getting the handoff on first down, fighting his way just to about the 28-29 yard line for about a 4-yard carry on first down for Dixon. And Dickinson State just continuing to hammer away at the ground attack after strictly going with the aerial assault in the first half. Learned that didn't today. 214 rushing yards, with 204 coming from Karsten Mack, with 4:36 to go in this fourth quarter. 28-17 is our score. Mack with 3 rushing touchdowns today. Make that, yes, 3 rushing touchdowns, as Gibson will hand it off to Dixon once again. Tackled in the backfield by Marcus Vandenbosch, and also waiting for the number to see, and it looks like Kurt Bakey in on the tackle as well. And it looks like maybe a timeout taken by one of the coaches. It will be for Dakota State University. 4:22 to play. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Jammin' Country 103.
You've heard businesses talk about being locally owned, that they've been around for years. At Bob's Electric, that's all true. Bob's Electric is locally owned and has been in business since 1951. Bob's Electric is here to stay for all your electrical needs, whether it's farm, commercial, industrial, or residential. Call Bob's Electric at 256-6828. Serving Howard, Canova, Madison, and the surrounding area. Bob's Electric, plugged into all your needs.
Coach Anderson for Dakota State University calling a timeout with 4:22 to play here in this fourth quarter. On the Sunshine Foods scoreboard, it is 28-17. Dakota State University with a deficit in their favor. Dickinson State has second down and 6 from their own 27-yard line. Make it now third down and about 7 yards to go from their own. Gosh, that's about the 26. And the offense on the field with the man in the backfield in Deontay Dixon. Hayden Gibson stands in the pistol set. He'll hand it off to Dixon. He'll fake the handoff, rolling towards his right side. He's going to try and escape some pressure. Going to heave one downfield, looking for a defender. It will cross up the receivers and also the defensive backs. They're going to throw a flag as it was looking for Chase Anderson. And I don't think it was incidental contact. Derek DeVries and Makai Davis were looking to pick it off, but they were thinking the other guy was going to get it. And this could come back to hurt Dakota State University and could be pass interference, giving them a first down, waiting for the official call from Darren Berg, our head referee. It will be against the defense and will set up a first down via the penalty for Dickinson State University, now making it 19 first downs today for the Blue Hawks. 4:12 to play, a fresh set of downs for Dickinson State University. It was well down the field into DSU or Dakota State territory. They're going to mark off 15 yards from the spot of the foul up to about the 40 and a half yard line. They're going to say the 41 for a first down for Dickinson State University. 4 minutes and 12 seconds to go here in this fourth quarter. Things not looking very well for Dakota State University. Need a couple of big plays from their defense. Two receivers on the right side for Gibson as he stands in the pistol. He'll hand it off to Carson Mack Jr., fighting his way forward to about the 43 to the 42, and he'll fall forward just shy of the 44-yard line, and will continue to make that clock winder. They're going to call, looks like, timeout by Dakota State University. 4:05 to play here in this fourth quarter. Your Trojans down 28-17. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Jammin' Country 103.
At Stan's Men's Women's Apparel in downtown Madison, be sure to check out their selection of men's and women's Under Armour and Columbia Omni Tech jackets. In for a limited time at Stan's Men's Women's Apparel in downtown Madison, save 20% on men's Nunn Bush shoes. That's at Stan's Men's Women's Apparel in downtown Madison. Shop Stan's where service comes first.
Fashions that make a statement. Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel.
4:05 to play here in this fourth quarter on Jammin' Country 103. 28-17 our score. Dickinson State University scoring 21 unanswered points, or make that 21 points here in this second half. 3 points for the Trojans as well, as it is second down and 8 yards go from the 41-yard line for Dickinson State University. Two receivers towards the left side, or make that one to each side. Handoff to Mack over on the right side, trying to fight his way forward to about the 44-yard line. We'll continue to wind that clock down for the Blue Hawks as they face a third down, about 7 yards ago. Ball is at the 43. Make that now the 44-yard line. Nose of the football right on the 44-yard line. For Dickinson State. They're just going to take their time to get this next play in. They got about 15 seconds. Try and wind all this way down before maybe even taking a timeout. Now the offense will break the huddle with about 8 seconds to go, and not taking their time with three receivers towards the left side. Hayden Gibson standing in the pistol. He'll hand it off to Deontay Dixon, running right up the middle to about the 47, and it looks like the final timeout taken by Coach Anderson and Dakota State University's defense. It'll be fourth down, about 5 yards ago. Dakota State will force a punt coming up. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Jammin' Country 103.
DSU Trojan Volleyball will have their faculty staff.
I'd like to wish the Dakota State Trojans good luck this season. This is Casey Crabtree, Heartland's Director of Economic Development. I'm excited to work with businesses here in Madison to help them grow and thrive. If you're looking to expand your business or in need of low-interest financing, give me a call at 256-6536. Heartland is proud to deliver reliable energy and services to the city of Madison. We believe in the power of forward thinking and want to be your trusted community partner and leader in our industry. Good luck, Trojans.
With 3:16 remaining here in this fourth quarter, it is a 28-17 lead for Dickinson State University over your Dakota State University Trojans in a pivotal matchup in the North Star Athletic Association conference standings, as a punt team will come out onto the field for both sides. Hunter Johnson will do the punting for the Blue Hawks, and Brendan Wallner stands inside his own 20-yard line, about his own 19. 4th down and about 7 yards to go. Make that about 6 yards from the 46 of Dickinson State. A high snap will be a rugby-style kick by Hunter Johnson. Gets the kick off. It'll be fair caught by Johnson to about the 20-yard line. And luckily enough, Hunter Johnson was run into by a couple of Trojans. No flag thrown on the play, so no worse for the wear. Dakota State will start off 1st down and 10 from line with 3:08 to go, down by 2 scores. It is gut check time for this offense of Dakota State. In this second half, only 3 points have come out after a couple promising drives, 1 blocked field goal as well. 2 blocked field goals on the day for Dickinson State special teams unit, as Giles will bring out 4 wide receivers, and also Hagen Hines, the deep set running back. Giles will go back to pass, looking towards his left side, stepping up on the pressure. He'll get to Wallner, off the hands of Wallner as he was trying to go out of bounds with the football. Incomplete. Brendan Wallner just off his fingertips. Also working him against the defensive back, Javante Oliphant. Now making it 2nd down and 10 yards to go with 3:01 to play here in this 4th quarter. Coming up after the completion of this contest will game show. We still got a long ways to go before we can start talking about post-game. 2 receivers at each side for Giles once again. Back to pass, looking towards his left for Wallner. He will complete the pass just shy of the 25 to about the 24-yard line, and making now 3rd down and about 5 yards to go. Gets up to about the 25-yard line. Did Wallner. Clock continues to wind with 2:50 to go here in this 4th quarter. Giles is going to have Opdahl and Waldner on his right side. Looks like Galloway and Layton just towards his left. Hagen Hines in there to provide a little protection. Giles going to heave it down the field looking for Mitchell Galloway. He's going to bring down the football inside the 40 of Dickinson State. Timed it just perfectly along with the defensive back Oliphant, and continues to move the chains. A GSN Insurance 1st down. Clock will wind with 2:28 to go here in this 4th quarter. Giles in the offense right at the 38-yard line of Dickinson State. 2 receivers at each side for Giles. He'll go back to pass, looking towards his right. Now he'll step back, roll towards his right side, looking downfield. He's going to float one into Opdahl just over his head, and will go out of bounds to stop the clock. 2:09 to go. Pass going incomplete as Giles was looking towards his right side. Nothing was really developing there. Just tried to float one over the head of the defensive back and find the Opdahl, but he threw it out of bounds at the 38-yard line of Dickinson State. It will be 2nd down and 10 yards to go. Dakota State with no timeouts remaining here in this 4th quarter. Giles going back to pass once again with 4 wide receivers. Looking over the middle for Opdahl. Pass is complete up to the 25, fighting his way just down to about the 21, and good for another GSN Insurance 1st down. 2:01 to go. At the end from the defensive back, no flags are thrown. 1st down and 10 from the 21-yard line. Giles will stand in the shotgun once again. Delayed handoff to Hagen Hines at the 20. He's at the 15, down to the 5. Barrels over a man just inside to about the 2-yard line. And another GSN Insurance 1st down inside the Case IH red zone for Dakota State University. It'll be 1st down and goal from about the 2-yard line. Giles in the is making a go of this game. He's going to stand out in the shotgun once again from the pistol set. 2 receivers at each side, just getting the play whistle dead, and a timeout forced by Dickinson State University. We're just going to keep it right here for this time out with 1:32 to go here in this 4th quarter. Dakota State down by 2 scores. They got the ball right at the 2-yard line. It is 1st down and goal, and a whole lot of options open up here in this situation. I'm sure Coach Jared Hotto, who's just in the next booth right next to me, wants to keep things as simple as possible and give his team a chance here on Senior Day. Giles so far in this contest, 21 for 35 passing with 380 yards, 2 passing touchdowns, both of those going to Austin Opdahl, who's caught 6 balls for 133 yards and 2 touchdowns as well. Hagen Hines taking over here in the second half. Brody Frederickson along the sideline hasn't seen much action as the colder weather may be hampering that ankle injury that he suffered early in the second half, as Hagen Hines with 19 rushes for 95 yards. The offense for the Trojans back out that on the field. 1:32 to go, first down and goal from the 2-yard line. Giles will have 3 receivers towards his left side and 1 to his right. Opdahl's working one-on-one on the right side of the formation on the short side of the field. Hagen Hines is in the backfield as the deep set back. Giles from the pistol set, he'll go back to pass, working one-on-one against Opdahl. Did he bring down the catch? Yes, he did. It will be touchdown for Dakota State. A 2-yard touchdown pass. Giles to Opdahl for the 3rd time today, and the offense is going to stay out on the field. They are going to go for 2. And not a terrible decision by Coach Anderson and the offense here. Looks like they are going to go for 2 as the offense taking their time here to get this play call in. They're going to go for 2. Ball will be put right at the 2-yard line. Alex Babcock is going to check into the game at the tight end spot, seeing the other receiving options.
129 on the game clock, 129.
They're going to put 129 on the game clock. We're winding down a couple more seconds. So our current score stands at 28-23. Dakota State is going to go for 2. 2 receivers to the right side for Giles. Mitchell Galloway working one-on-one on the left. Hagen Hines in the backfield with Giles. Now also Waldner will go from in motion from the right side towards the left. Looking for Galloway once again right at the goal line. He crosses the plane. Pass is complete. 2-point conversion is good. And our score is now 28-25 on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. 1:29 to go. Your Dakota State University Trojans down by 3 with under 90 seconds to play here in this 4th quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Jammin' Country 103.
Great Western Bank is your local hometown bank and the nation's 8th largest ag lender. We offer sophisticated services from investments to cash management and the financial power for specialized lending without limits. Our focus on relationships means we get to know our customers and businesses. Great Western Bank provides our customers with the right financial tools and products for success, so you can be greater with Great Western Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back on Jammin' Country FM 103, Dakota State University getting a touchdown pass from Jacob Giles to Austin Opdahl. A 2-yard touchdown pass after a 2-point conversion makes our score 28-25 on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. Dakota State University with the football. They're going to kick it off to Dickinson. They're going to have it. They're going to kick the football from the 35. Hands team is out on the field for the Blue Hawks, and Bryn Ratcliffe to do the kicking for the Trojans. Hands players on the team, seeing Kurt Bakey along with Brock Reinhiller and also Austin Opdahl, Trevor Listman, and even Jeb Sanford along with Brendan Waldner. Ratcliffe, the ball at the 35-yard line, needs to get it to the 45 of Dakota State. It'll be a high wobbling kick. It'll bounce in the air. It's going to be a 50-50 chance. Did Opdahl bring it down? There's a scrum for the football about the 45-47 of Dakota State. Who comes out with it? And Opdahl had a chance to bring it down, but I don't think he did. And it looks like Dickinson State has the football. As the field judge on the field signals that Dickinson did come out with the football, there's still a scrum as they haven't come out with the football just quite yet. Field judge did signal, and so does the referee. Dickinson State has the football. It was Paxton Miller who came out with it for the Blue Hawks. The onside kick unsuccessful for Dakota State University, and unfortunately they don't have any timeouts remaining, and a 3-point deficit as it currently stands for the Trojans. The offense for Dickinson State can just take a few knees and call it that at that if they would like, but more than likely will bring out at least a couple of plays as the officiating crew on the field is taking their time before they set the football.
26 on the game clock, 1-2-6.
They're going to take 2 seconds off the game clock, and it looks like the Dickinson State Blue Hawks are going to come out with their victory formation. What a second half here for the Trojans and also for Dickinson State, scoring 3 times in the second half with 1:26 to go. Ball will be put down, and Marcus Vandenbosch flying over the top of the line of scrimmage to try and snag the football away from Hayden Gibson, much to the chagrin of the DSU, of the Dickinson State faithful, as a little bit of emotions on both sides starting to show here in this contest. And we'll have to keep our eye here on this post-game handshake As with 102 and counting downwards here in this fourth quarter, Dickinson State's sideline starting to get a little bit more rowdy than Dakota State's, as Hayden Gibson and the offense will look to take one more knee. Still about a 25-second difference as the play clock isn't winding now. Now we'll start to wind down with about 43 seconds remaining here in this fourth quarter. Hayden Gibson with extra protection will take a knee and a couple of shoves after the with about only taking a look here at play clock to game clock. They'll only have to take one more knee, or quite possibly won't have to take another knee, but it looks like that will do it for this contest. Clock continues to wind down. 28-25 will be our final score. Dickinson State escaping with a victory over your Dakota State University Trojans, and thus more than likely clinching another conference title for the Blue Hawks. We are going to take a break. When we come back, it will be time for our post-game show, which is brought to you by Mustang Seeds and Mustang Seeds as well. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll take a 3-minute break. We'll hope to get a word with head coach Josh Anderson on our Mustang Seeds post-game show, run down the final scores, and also take a look at some of the numbers here from this contest as well. Dakota State University falling to Dickinson State University 28-25 in a battle of top 25 national ranked teams. We'll be back in 3 minutes on Jammin' Country 103.
Mustang Seeds, your proven leader with proven performance for over 53 years. Providing top-notch service that area producers have come to expect, Mustang Seeds provides the service and products to maximize yields and quality harvest. Mustang Seeds is the best choice for having your farming operation succeed. Contact your seed expert today at Mustang Seeds, 605-256-6529, or online at mustangseeds.com.
You can count on our seeds year after year, planting your future. Mustang Seeds.
Your local Helena and Madison offers